Hello and welcome to Golden Lion Stadium. A gorgeous afternoon for college football. Tim Stubbs and Carl Wimper finally back home. It feels like it's been since last year since the Golden Lions have had a home game, but they're in their home black and gold unis. Mississippi Valley State, the closest team in proximity in the SWAC, just about 2.5 hours southeast of us from here. They are in the house today, the Delta Devils, and we are set for the opening kickoff. It's going to be Tyler Strickland kicking it deep. And back deep for the Delta Devils. It's Crenshaw taking it from the 5-yard line, gets up over the 20 and down at about just shy of the 24-yard line, and that's where the Delta Devils will take over. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper. Carl, good to be back home, buddy, and missed you. And what a perfect day for college football. Temperatures in the 50s. You look at this beautiful skyline view we have of these gorgeous trees here in Arkansas. There's nothing like that fall foliage in Arkansas, and what a beautiful scenery we have here today.
And not only that, UAPB is coming back into Golden Lion Stadium after a big win last week down in Houston.
Huge win. Last second win, blocked field goal. Lucien got his hand up and knocked it down literally as time was winding down in the final 10 seconds. So exciting times here for UAPB. Get the chance to come back home, close out the season. 3 of the last 4 games at home after 5 of their first 7 on the road. A very, very tough gauntlet for the Golden Lions, but they're back here today, and the field looks magnificent. Crowd still filing in. A little bit of a low crowd, but you know how it is. They tailgate, and then they'll start sliding in as the game goes on. But a beautiful day for college football. Going to throw it here on first down, loose at the handle, and picking it up, rolling to his right, throws back over the middle. A dangerous pass is somehow caught, about a 10-yard gain and a first down for the Devils.
Well, Mississippi Valley State was very fortunate on that play because the quarterback simply, he was getting ready to throw a pass to him, but the ball just slipped out of his hand. UAPB's had great success under Coach Coleman against Mississippi Valley. The Golden Lions team was 7-0 against MVSU.
Well, the quarterback's wearing number 1 on our roster. That is Mr. Peterson, Quantavius Peterson, 6'1", 180, out of Shelby, Mississippi. Takes the snap here on first down, in trouble, trying to get away. Rolls out to his left here, and he's got a blocker set up at the 40 and gets up to about the 42-yard line and forced out of bounds. But it should have been sacked back at about the 30, and he was able to get positive yardage out of it. And he actually gained about 6, maybe 7 yards.
Well, Peterson, he's out of Broad Street High School there in Shelby, Mississippi, and very elusive to him. 6'1", 180 pounds, but he's pretty nifty on his feet. Like you said, it should have been sacked.
Second down, we'll call it about 3 here. MVSU, Mississippi Valley State in their home, or their road whites rather, green helmets and green bottoms. Long rivalry between these two teams, about 2 hours and 45 minutes apart. Taking the snap, handoff straight ahead, close to first down yardage at about the 45-yard line. On the carry that time was Charlie Crenshaw, freshman running back. Only 5'8", 165 pounds, and guess where he's from? Wetumpka, Alabama. Of course, the hometown of former SWAC linebacker Bill Ross for UAPB.
Yeah, speaking of Bill Ross spoiled Mississippi Valley's coach, who was at Jackson State at the time, in the championship game, and with that fumble return for a touchdown.
Peterson on the quarterback keeper, and Willie Duncan, the third, stuffs him for a loss on the play. Duncan, last week's SWAC Defensive Player of the Week, 11 tackles, and Duncan comes up with a huge stop here on 3rd and short, a loss of 1.5 yards, and the Delta Devils are forced to punt it away. Willie Duncan, the third, quietly, he's had a really solid year.
I tell you what, he's 6'2", 220 pounds, a sophomore. He's out of Southfield High School there in Southfield, Michigan, just outside the Detroit area. And tell you what, he came in last year as a true freshman and played in every football game.
Line try, punt, spiraling kick. It's going to take a Delta Devil roll inside the 15 down to about the 9. And that's where they'll watch it dead. That time King lets it go. Last week, Carl, he fielded a punt at the 2-yard line, dropped it, picked it up, and then when it was slung into the end zone, luckily they gave him about the 1.5 yards for forward progress. the Golden Lions went about 90 yards on that drive and then missed a short field goal, but this time he let it go, bring out Ben Anderson, cool as a cucumber, and nobody's hotter than Ben Anderson right now.
Oh, he's by far the best run-pass quarterback in the conference.
There's some movement on the left side that time by the Golden Lions. Saw a couple of big linemen move. Carter was one of them over there, as well as 73, big Terrence Knighton. So Knighton and Carter moved, and it's going to be 1st and 15 here. First down, play action, going to throw it going up top, looking for Young. They got him at the 40-yard line, down to the 45, a gain of 40 yards, and a first down for the Golden Lions.
That connection has been proven to be very, very good to Anderson to Willie Young, and Willie is a speedster. He's out of New Orleans. Of course, we know all about him from his great success as a true freshman, especially with the long catch in the championship game down in Birmingham.
And those two hooked up on a 60 and a 69-yard touchdown pass in the fourth quarter. Those are just second and third on the list for longest touchdown passes between those two, behind the 95-yarder in the SWAC championship game with 2 minutes to play back in 2012. So no stranger there. Here's Brian Hanley, takes the handoff straight ahead and over midfield down to about the 47-yard line at MVSU, a gain of close to 7. And Carl, last week 179 yards in the first half. I think UAPB's found their running back.
I tell you what, Hanley, he's a kid out of Monticello. Just transferred back in, but you talking about a kid with a lot of talent. He's just loaded with talent.
Anderson looks over, gets his signal set up. Second down, we'll call it just over 3 yards, about 4 yards. 11-10 to go here in the first. Handoff straight ahead. It's Hanley, first down and more, 40, 30. Hanley to 25, Hanley to the 15, to 5, and down to about the 3-yard line. Brian Hanley nearly housed it that time, and a big-time run. We were just talking about him, Carl, and Brian Hanley comes up big, and he's just picking up right where he left off from Houston a week ago.
Well, I tell you what, David Adams, kid, sophomore, offensive lineman from Pamela High School, really threw a key block that opened up a hole for Hanley. And Hanley, once Hanley saw a crease, it was off to the races then.
So Hanley's going to be about 7 yards back in the backfield here. Little semi-I formation. Straight ahead, I believe that was a quarterback keeper there. Looked like he may have got in, but still a delayed call. If they're going to mark him short, it's got to be right on the goal line. Now they say touchdown. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. And I was wondering what the holdup was. It looked like he was in the end zone, but they had a long meeting about it. And what a start for UAPB. 10:26 to play here in the first. Opening possession that started inside their own 10.
No, Tim, check that. It's going to be... Did they signal touchdown?
I saw the right judge signal touchdown. And now they're changing it. They changed it at the last second, Carl. Good call. And now a flag is down as it looked like Ben Anderson got in the end zone, but a flag was on the play. They're going to call false start. But I saw the right judge. Matter of fact, they had 6 on the scoreboard. They changed the call, make them replay second down, and then they get a false start. That's a huge difference.
See, Willie Young was coming in because he had gone on the sidelines. He was trying to get in because Golden Lions only had 10 players on the field. Well, he was running to try to get a position, and that's why he got penalized for.
Well, you don't hear the UAPB M4 play the fight song unless there's a touchdown. They were striking up the band. They caught a touchdown and then changed the call and then made them replay second down and got a false start. So we'll see if the Golden Lions can overcome here. And another false start here. Now all of a sudden, instead of a touchdown, you're going to have second and goal from about the 11. Wow. It's a big, big change of momentum here.
Well, Tim, when the side judge signaled touchdown,
the one closest to the UAPB side came in after a long delay and signaled touchdown, and I thought he was in myself from our vantage point because we're closer to the UAPB side. Now the Golden Lions are going to have to waste some time out here.
Mississippi Valley's going to call a timeout.
Oh, Valley's going to call a timeout instead with 9:32 to play. We'll keep it here. 9:32 to go here in the first. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper, Golden Lion Sports Network, UAPB TV, 89.7 FM, KUAP, and great drive by the Golden Lions, spurred, of course, by Brian Hanley, who's just been phenomenal. What a pickup he has been, and kind of a late bloomer, and such a nice young man. Got a chance to know him over the past few weeks, and he let him down here, nearly housed it. Got stopped inside the 2. It looked like Anderson may have went in on the next play.
Yeah.
One official said yes, one official said no, and all of a sudden 2 false starts later, it's not so easy anymore.
It's not. Speaking of Hanley, he's 5'9", 200 pounds, a junior. He's out of Monticello High School there in Southeast Arkansas, but he's running behind a very impressive offensive line, and that right tackle, David Adams, a kid from Pound Up High School, sophomore, he's really matured and blossomed.
Anderson going to throw it back of the end zone, wide open. Did he get his feet in bounds? Yes, sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. Anderson to Willie Young. The last 3 touchdown passes from Ben Anderson have been to number 21, Willie Young. The final 2 in the fourth quarter.
There's a flag on the field.
A flag. It's offsides on Valley, so the touchdown will stand. And the Golden Lions officially on the board. 6-0 with 9:25 to go in the first. And Carl, he had a couple receivers open there, didn't he?
He really did.
And Willie Young gets the touchdown reception. That's the 3rd in a row for him. And the kick is up, and it is good. So we'll step aside for our TV audience with 9:25 to play. Here in the first quarter, UAPB takes their opening drive. Nearly the length of the field, kept off by Anderson to Young. 7-0, Golden Lions.
Hi, everyone. Last January, I spoke with college presidents from across the country about the importance of reaching out to more of our young people, especially those from underserved communities. These students have so much potential, but they don't always get the encouragement or the support they need to go to college. And today, I want to take that discussion to the next level. That's why I'm calling on people across college communities, from student groups to admissions officers to college presidents, to take new steps to open up your campus to students who don't always see themselves on a college campus. So if you're a student, can you reach out to students just like you from your high school? Can you go to a local high school and set up a mentoring group? Or if you're a faculty member or an administrator, can you design a program to bring these students on campus to see what college is all about? Can you show them what it's like to attend a lecture, to eat in the cafeteria, or just spend a night in a dorm? Whatever you decide to do, I want to know about it. So make sure to share your story about how you're opening up your campus. And then I want you to tweet it, Instagram it, and use the hashtag #ReachHigher. And who knows, if you reach enough new students and make a big enough impact, I might just come to speak at your commencement next spring. So have fun and good luck.
Back inside of Golden Lion Stadium here. Strickland set to put it away. 9:25 to go first half. UAPB on top, 7-0. Great start to this one. First home game of the month. Kickoff taking it from about the 6-yard line over the 20, 25, 30, and down to about the 33-yard line. And that's where the Delta Devils of MVSU will take over. But a good start to this one so far. Carl, the Golden Lions played solid defense, got the ball back, and went about 90 yards and ended up scoring a touchdown. And this offense right now may be the hottest in the SWAC.
Well, it's taking the Golden Lions some time because Coach Jones, Anthony Jones, who came in from Alabama A&M as new offensive coordinator, replacing Eric Dooley, he put in a new offense, and it's a different offense than that spread offense UAPB has been accustomed to, and it's taking some time for this offense to gel. But I think they're catching on very, very fast.
Peterson with a handoff off the right side. Big yardage, 15, about 17 yards off the right side. And a first down for the Delta Devils. That time on the carry. That's number 24, Charlie Crenshaw. He's just a freshman, 5'8", 165. Mentioned him earlier out of Wetumpka, Alabama, and a quick no-huddle attack off the right side. And they're able to get it quickly to the edge, and a gain. That's Peterson, the quarterback, and a gain of nearly 8 yards. So something we don't see a whole lot out of Valley is a no-huddle attack, but here they go again as they're going to waste the huddle. 2nd down and 2 from the goal line, 42, and a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on Valley here, and that'll back them up 5 and negate the 8-yard gain they just got.
Tell you what, Ryan Williams is the defensive tackle for the Golden Lions. He's coming out the ball game now. He has those gold shoes on, and when you look out there, you think you have a flag on the field, but those are his gold shoes.
That makes sense. So 2nd down and 7 here for Valley at the UAPB 46. Golden Lions up 7-0. Just over 8 minutes to play, first quarter. Peterson in the shotgun. And another flag, or let's see, may have got to delay a game or a timeout called. It's going to be a timeout for Valley. That's already their 2nd timeout here, Carl, in the first 7 minutes of the ball game.
Wow, that's
unusual.
Very unusual.
So timeout for Valley here. And I know you got some good stuff to talk about with UAPB, Carl.
I'll tell you what, I love to talk about the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. You know, at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, the 15-to-1 student-faculty ratio makes it possible to maintain a learning environment in which there is a close interaction between students and faculty. The UAPB legacy is strong, so are the countless success stories of its students. Become a part of the proud. Without a doubt, UAPB receives a quality education with a personal touch. And I tell you, Tim, one of the facilities on this campus is that new STEM Academy. There'll be the official opening ceremonies, grand opening next week, next Tuesday, as part of a week-long of homecoming activities.
So Peterson back in on the field here, 2nd down and 7 from the goal line, 46-yard line. Shotgun set to take the snap, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, feeling pressure from the right. Steps up in the pocket, trying to get to the edge. Good block on the corner, and then taken down at about the 42, and going to be a gain of just a couple there. That was Kyle Walker on the stop in the last couple of games. Kyle Walker, I know that's one of your buddies, and he's been really stepping up for the Golden Lions.
Well, he has. You know, Cal is a very intelligent player. Like I said, he played for the Chickasaws there at Blytheville High School there in the northeast corner of the state, but he's a really steady heads-up ball player.
Third down and about 4 here. Peterson looking right, now going over the middle, short-armed it, and Walker may have disrupted that play.
He got his paw on it.
Yeah, he tried to go over the middle, and looked like Walker made him kind of short-arm his throw a bit, and it's going to force the Delta Devils into presumably a punt here. It's a good area if you do want to fake punt it, because you're too long, obviously, for a field goal, but sometimes they shoot too short for a punt, but you would assume that the Delta Devils are going to punt it away. Golden Lions back deep at about their own 10. Looks like Rowland back there. And he's going to let it go over his head. Good idea, as that ball is going to bound into the end zone for a touchback. With 7:12 to go, UAPB with a score and a stop. Defense with 2 shutouts in the opening 2 possessions. Offense back to work. They'll have 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and really couldn't script a better start.
No, you really couldn't, Tim. And this is ideal weather for football here on the first Saturday in November. And as you look down in Golden Lion Stadium, you see the 2 shadows of the lighting system onto the field. But I tell you what, it's just a beautiful day for football.
Pump fake, gonna go up top, left side, looking deep, and underthrown a bit, incomplete on the play. Back at the UAPB 40, was trying to go up top that time, and
he's trying to hit King.
trying to hit King, one of the big playmakers, along with Willie Young, and he left him short that time. And a good play by the Delta Devil defensive back. Bring up second down and 10. 7:05 to go, first quarter. 7-0 UAPB on top.
See, Tim, you talking about two wideouts on the corner, Marvante King and Willie Young, two speed burners.
Going to hand it off to Hanley here. Spins forward over the 22, maybe the 23-yard line, just a couple of yards. Bring up third down, about 7.
Coach Jones really mixing it up offensively. You know, that last set, he had 4 wides and only one in the backfield. Looked like a pass formation, but he slipped the ball off to Hanley for about a couple of yards gain. Big third down play coming up.
Third down and 7 here from the Golden Lion 23. 2 receivers, actually 3 to the right, 1 to the left, gonna throw it. Looking right, it's King at the 30, and he's got enough for the first down at the 31. Boy, he threw that in traffic, and Marvante King held on to it, made a nice catch there for a freshman receiver. Of course, he's a relative of maybe one of the all-time great receivers here out of St. Louis, and that's, of course, Weber we're talking about. And he had one of the greatest seasons in SWAC history, over 100 catches. He's a relative of Weber, and you can see it runs in the family. Here's Brian Hanley. You see what I'm talking about. Never the first guy brings him down. He runs hard. He pin balls off of guys, and right there he did the same thing. Only gaining a yard or 2, but he's never easy to bring down. He just keeps it grinding.
I saw Hanley. I saw Brian about a couple weeks ago on campus over by the student union, and you know, in his street clothes, you know, he's really chiseled, but this kid, his size will fool you. He's only about 195, 200 pounds, but he comes with a heavy punch.
Anderson in the shotgun here. Going to take the snap. Looking left, going to dump it off to Hanley at the 40. Gets up to about the 41, maybe about a yard shy of the first. Bring up third down and very short here.
It looks like he might have. It looks real close.
They actually may have gave it to him. A good spot there to the 42. Gave him just the point of the football, so he's got the first down. 4:53 and counting. Fast-moving first quarter here, and the Golden Lions keep moving the chains. I mentioned their offense is very hot right now the last 3 or 4 games. Handoff is going to be Legron this time, left side up to the 45. Picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, you're right. This offense is hot, Tim, but it all starts up front with those big guys, and those guys up front really open up some huge holes for the running backs.
Here on second down and 6. Anderson pump fake right, now looks left. And he's going to try to run it. Gets away from one man and just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all, if that.
Again, initially he wanted to go to Marvante King. He was really being covered by the cornerback. The Golden Lions are looking very sharp, Tim, on offense.
So it's going to be about third down and a little over 6 here. Shotgun for Anderson. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hanley, the lone back, picks up the blitz. Pump fake. Anderson rolls out of the pocket. Over the middle, got a man wide open at the MVSU 40. Nice cut, it's Ferguson, and out of bounds at the MVSU 32. 2 flags come in at the tail end of the play here. We'll see if it still results. It's going to be a hold, but if it's from the spot of the foul, it still may be enough for a first down. Let's wait and see. Caught a block in the back, actually on the Golden Lions.
On Porsche.
Yeah, on Porsche, and it may negate a first down. That's too bad, as Ferguson was wide open. Anderson did a nice job of finding him over the middle there.
correction. Third down.
You know, and Ferguson had picked up enough yardage for the first down, and poor shade. Sometimes those wide receivers are blocking downfield. Tim trying to make a play, and he, you know, and the rule is that if you can't see his number, let it go.
So it's going to be third down and about 1.5 yards. They're going to try to sneak it straight ahead. Looks to be enough for a first down, nevertheless. And it is Golden Lion first down, so they move the chains. They've dominated time of possession here in the first quarter.
Oh, without a doubt. And once again, it starts those big guys up front.
So 1st and 10 for UAPB at the Mississippi Valley State 48. Play action. Flushed out of the pocket and then just throwing it away is Ben Anderson. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 48. 2:33 to go in the first.
Yeah, Ben Anderson has grown tremendously since his freshman season out of Little Rock Parkview. You know, he knows he makes the right decisions. He took a lot of lumps and he went through a trying time during his redshirt freshman year, but he's probably turned into the best run pass threat quarterback in the conference.
2nd down and 10 from the 48. Shotgun snap, looking right. Now he's going to run it. He's got a little room here. 45-40, dives forward to the 38. It's going to be about 1 yard shy of the first, but it'll bring up 3rd down and short.
That's another example of Anderson. As a redshirt freshman, being able to try to force the football down the field when nothing was there. But now he knows how to tuck the ball in and use his legs, pick up whatever yardage he can get.
So call it, should be 3rd down here. They got 2 on the sticks, but 3rd down and very short, straight ahead on the quarterback sneak. Should be enough for the first. Just inside the 38-yard line of Valley. Gold Lions have just pretty much sucked away this clock here in the first quarter. Just $1.50 on the clock, Carl, and the Gold Lions have pretty much had it the whole time. And they're going to keep it here. Ball just outside of the 37 of Valley. UAPB leading 7-0. 140 and counting here. 1st down and 10 for UAPB. Great start here for the Golden Lions. Trying to go up 2 scores. Driving in Valley territory, play action, and another flag. We've seen a lot of penalties here in the first quarter on both teams, and I think that's about our 4th or 5th false start we've seen between both teams.
That penalty there on Willie Young to wide out, you know. And think about a wide receiver, Tim, they're so far out. You see, you would think that the wide receiver should never get a offside illegal procedure penalty.
So 1st and 15 now for the Gold Lions, back at the Valley 42. Hanley the lone back, 2 receivers to the left.
I like that matchup up the top of the radio dial. Willie Young getting one-on-one coverage.
They'll hand it off to Hanley. He gets back the 5, may have fumbled at the tail end of the play there.
He did.
Up to the 36-yard line of Valley. Got back the penalty, and the Gold Lions did get it back, thankfully. So it'll bring up 2nd down and about 8 coming up here. He did pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the carry, but
it was King coming up out the power with the football.
Got to hang on to that rock. Don't drop the groceries.
Don't drop the loaf of bread, huh?
No, don't drop the bread. And Hanley's been so special the last few weeks. He's been a real bright spot for the team. He'll block out of the backfield this time. They're going to throw a little slant looking right side for King and threw it behind him. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for the Golden Lions.
Well, it seems like King and Anderson weren't on the same page that time because King ran a slant and Anderson threw the ball on an out. So that was just a little mix-up on those two.
So shotgun here, Carl. We'll call it 3rd and just over 8 from the 37. Going to throw it left side. Got a man complete. Did he hold on to it? He did. At the MVSU 24-yard line. It looks to be Willie Young on the catch, and he bobbled it going to the ground, but he held on just enough for the first down catch. And that was big on 3rd down and long, and that will end the first quarter of play. So the Golden Lions held on to it. Valley only had the ball one drive and had to punt it. UAPB went nearly 90 yards for a touchdown. And now they're driving the length of the field here on their second drive. We'll have the second quarter coming up for you from Golden Lions Stadium. After 1 quarter of play, UAPB 7, Mississippi Valley State 0. Back with the second quarter in a moment.
How did UAPB prepare me? The Business Marketing Program. Here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, the faculty works very close with us, making sure we reach our full potential. With the help of Career Services, I was able to obtain an internship with Hope Federal Credit Union. This opportunity allowed me to travel to different states and learn additional skills. The company was so impressed at how talented and prepared I was as an intern that they offered me a full-time position as program officer. That's how UAPB prepared me.
All right, back inside of Golden Lions Stadium here for the start of quarter number 2. Here on 1st down and 10, handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper at the 15, the 10, inside the 10, down to about the 9. And that's Ben Anderson. 1st down and goal. UAPB, the dual threat quarterback, sets up the Golden Lions for a 1st and goal.
A good fake on the handoff. Yeah, I thought initially that he handed the football to Brian Hanley, but Ben is he's a smooth operator.
Shotgun snap coming up here for Anderson. 4 receivers, handling the lone back just to the left of him. Anderson looks over to the sideline, gets his plays called in. His 3rd offense coordinator in 4 years here for Ben Anderson. He's going to call a timeout. The veteran sees the play clock winding down, and that's their first timeout called here early second quarter. We'll keep it here. And for a word from UAPB from Carl Wimper.
Well, Tim, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff offers the world's only undergraduate regulatory science degree program which prepares students for entry-level employment in 4 of the United States Department of Agriculture's regulatory agencies: the Agricultural Marketing Services, the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services, the Food Safety and Inspection Services, and the Federal Grain Inspection Services. Tim, there's some outstanding programs at UAPB. UAPB offers some 33 degrees, and a student can come and perhaps major in just a plethora of things.
Well, 14:31 to go here in the second, Carl. 7-0 Golden Lions. They're moving here. We start the second quarter of play. 1st down and goal from the 8-yard line.
But without a doubt, Tim, UAPB has dominated this first part of this ball game.
You see Chris Wilson in just to the left, about 7 yards deep in the backfield, just to the left of Anderson. They fake the handoff to Wilson. Anderson going to throw it last second. The back of the end zone is tipped and then caught by Willie Young for a touchdown. Yes, sir. Golden Lion touchdown. Willie Young off the tip. And any way you can get it, we'll take it. Touchdown UAPB. Are you kidding me?
The pass was intended for I believe Branch, C.J. Branch, and he tipped the football, and Anderson did not check that. Willie Young just in the right place at the right time.
Hey, any way you can get it. It's been a crazy year, but those breaks haven't been going the way of UAPB, but they get that one. 13-0 Golden Lions here with 14:22 to go in the second. Tyler Strickland. He bangs through the point after attempt. It's 14-0 UAPB with 14:22 to go in the second. We'll step aside for our TV viewers. On UAPB TV, you're watching UAPB leading Valley 14-0 early second quarter. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Sunflower Wilson, a recent graduate with a degree in fisheries biology. As I begin working on my master's, I am confident in the skills and lessons that UAPB has taught me through instructors like Dr. Hawkness.
Sunflower challenged herself with a rigorous course curriculum. Her efforts led to numerous presentations in front of scientific audiences at state and national venues. A National Science Foundation internship gave her the opportunity to go to Alaska and work with scientists examining crustacean physiology. UAPB prepares its students for opportunities like these every day.
UAPB prepared me.
Back inside of Golden Lion Stadium, Tyler Strickland set to kick it away here. And it's going to be taken by Dobson from the 5 over the 15, the 20, 25, and finally taken out over the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's where Valley will take over. They trail UAPB 14-0.
Well, UAPB completely dominated the first quarter, Tim. The Golden Lions picked up 175 yards rushing on 20 plays compared to Valley's 48 yards on 8 plays. The Golden Lions held the football a minute and 7 seconds, and Mississippi Valley only had it for 4 minutes and 53 seconds. But I tell you what, Brian Hanley picked up 62 yards in the first quarter on the ground.
Well, he had 179 and first half of play. Last game, ball tipped around, nearly picked off. And it was Rucker. He had a couple of picks the last couple of weeks. Nearly got one there on a tip pass, bring up 2nd down and 10.
Rucker, he'll think about that one in his sleep tonight because he should have had that ball. He's from my favorite town in Oklahoma. He's from Idabel, Oklahoma, Tim, just outside the Tulsa area. You're talking about a kid that's a redshirt junior who's very smart. He's been a key special teams performer over the last 2 seasons, and he earned a starting spot in the middle of the season last year, and he's just really a gifted athlete.
And a whistle stopped the play here. 14:06 to go, second quarter. Just joining us, Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper back home. And Carl, if you see a cloud anywhere besides the paper mill off to our left, it's absolutely perfect. I mean, it is just a beautiful, beautiful fall day. Don't forget to turn back your clocks tomorrow night here on our Sunday night.
I've been waiting on that hour of sleep.
It's a little later every year, but get to fall back hours coming up finally. I
want my hour of sleep back.
Yes, sir. I'm with you, man. But a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon as the first cold front really coming in here into Arkansas. And a little pass play left side. Not much there. Nice play for the Golden Lions. That's 13. Kevin Alexander, a freshman out of North Little Rock, makes a nice open field play.
You know, that pass by Peterson, it was like that old Statue of Liberty play. It was an awkward pass there. I thought he was going to hand the football off.
3rd down and about almost 20 here. As they would say, 3rd and forever. Peterson, shotgun, of course, takes the snap. Looking left, flag down the play. Now he's just going to keep it. Walker's not going to let him get to the edge. He picks up about 4, maybe 5. They're going to have to punt it either way. Holding on the play, they'll decline this. Bring up 4th and about 14 or 15 and punt it away here.
Well, I tell you what, that was, you can't miss him either. It was Trayvon Wallace. He's a junior offensive tackle out of Memphis. Went to Hamilton High School there, but he's 6'6", 315 pounds. And he's going to hold, with that kind of size, you're not going to miss him. How do you like the job that Teron Umstead is doing with the New Orleans Saints?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Represent UAPB in the SWAC extremely well. And when his name comes up on where he's from, he says the yard. Of course, people around here, they know what the yard means. Here's the punt. Going to be down at about the Gold Line 35. Good field position. Of course, if I've come to find out, as we've been on many road trips on the SWAC lately, that around the SWAC, a lot of HBCUs refer to their campus as the yard, but at least the Golden Lion fans, they know when Teron Armstead means. When he says the yard, we know it means UAPB.
Yeah, our chancellor, Dr. Alexander, mentioned a few days ago that he and Armstead follow each other on Twitter. And he said he's got to talk with him about the yard.
The yard,
But
yeah,
everybody
I've
knows
heard
about the
that.
yard.
I've heard that. Well, I follow Armstead on Instagram and Facebook, and he's getting a lot of positive reviews, but maybe some of the big dogs want to be called Arkansas Pine Bluff or UAPB, and I don't blame them. Nevertheless, 1st and 10 from the 35 for UAPB. Handoff straight ahead, Hanley. 45 midfield to Valley's 40, still on his feet at the Valley 30. Hanley to the Valley 22-yard line before he's taken down. A gain of 32 yards for Brian Hanley, and this guy is gashing the defense 2 games in a row.
Now, I'll tell you what, there was a huge block there for the Golden Lions there, that block coming from Terrence Knight. And Terrence really put a pancake block on the defender for Mississippi Valley, and once Hanley saw that crease, he was off to the races again.
Well, how about the confidence in this UAPB team? It looked like a different team from the last time you saw them, Carl.
By far.
Little screen play left side. It's going to be Willie Young inside the 16. Let's see where they mark him out, right at the 16. Short gain on the play. Well, of about 5 or 6.
This UAPB team, and Coach Coleman says it all season, Tim, this football team is young, and the Golden Lions lost a lot of players from that incident what happened last year with the guys not being eligible, but this is a young football team out there. And when you look at it, with the exception maybe being Anderson, oh wow, LeGrand.
Bad play there as LeGrand wasn't ready. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long here, back almost 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 11, a loss of about 6 on the play.
Well, Aaron LeGrand, the young man, is a redshirt junior out of Watson Chapel, your high school, Tim. And he's
you got to mention it's Watson Chapel on a bad play. You got Shelley up here in the booth, who's always giving me grief about the zebras. Come on, Carl, you got to help me out a little bit. Looking right side, wide open at the 18, and it's going to be a 1st down and more, and it's Willie Young. He's from Watson Chapel, right? No, he's from the New Orleans area, but I'm claiming him. He's got black and gold on. That's Chapel colors. We'll claim him. 1st and goal for the Golden Lions at about the 9-yard line.
Well, Willie Young, he's out of Miller McCoy Academy there, an all-male 3A school there in New Orleans. But
pipe down, Shelley. I don't want to hear nothing up in the booth. That's why I want to be in a separate booth, because this is the harassment I got to get here. As Randy Kelley and Shelley Roby Ingram in the booth, of course, great friends and colleagues. We're all in the same booth, and they have to keep their cheering down as we're live on the air many times. Oh, big hit there, right side, as it goes to Hanley. And, boy, a Valley player just put his helmet right between the 3 and 0 and just drove him hard to the ground. Short gain on the play, bring up 2nd down and goal.
That was that senior linebacker, Devon Jones, 6'3", 226 pounds, out of Phoenix, Arizona.
No huddle attack here for Arkansas Pine Bluff. 2nd down and goal from just inside the 7. UAPB leading 14-0 rather. 10:38 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. 3 receivers to the left. Looks like Willie Young wide right. Going to throw it, looking left, slant pattern in the end zone. Couldn't hang on to it. Would have been a touchdown.
Had it not been for
Was that Hawthorne?
It was intended for Hawthorne, but Keith Gibson, the cornerback for Valley, he's a true freshman, 6'1", 160 pounds, out of Ellison High School there in Killeen, Texas. Made a good pass breakup on that play.
Bring up 3rd down and goal from close just inside the 7. Hanley the lone back. King wide left. And Young wide right. Ferguson in the slot. Looking left. And off the hands of Ferguson in the end zone and bring up 4th down. And that's going to bring on Tyler Strickland for a very makeable field goal here.
Well, where this game is going, Tim, and that was a pass there to Ferguson. He took a pretty good pop, though. But you would think the goal line's up more than 2 touchdowns. And, if Strickland's able to connect on this field goal, it'll make it a 3-possession ball game. So with 10 minutes and 21 seconds go in the 2nd quarter.
Be off the right hash. Going to be just a 23-yard attempt just outside of an extra point. We have Branch with the hold, Niehiser with the hold, Branch with the snap. Good snap, good hold. Strickland's kick is up, and he connects for the field goal. It's good. So 10-17 remaining here in the second quarter. Is now 17-0 UAPB with a 3-possession lead. We'll take a timeout for our TV viewers and keep it here for our radio listeners. Right back in a moment. UAPB leads 17-0.
How did UAPB prepare me? The agriculture program. At the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, it is very hands-on. They teach us how to use the technology and the tools of today's industry. Career Services helped me obtain 2 internships, and that provided me the opportunities to travel to different places like the Florida Everglades, where I practice conservation work. Opportunities like that also taught me just how many different jobs I can do with my degree. I'll be working with the USDA as a soil conservationist. That is how UAPB prepared me.
Back inside of Golden Lion Stadium. Tyler Strickland going to kick it deep here. Going to be taken by Valley's Dobson at the 10 over the 20, 25, 30 and down. So they'll mark him out at about the 34-yard line, pretty much where he started last possession. It's Golden Lion defense. Quietly has played very well in the first half, shutting out Valley, and the offense put up 17 points. Yet to punt the football, and with 10-10 to play here in the second quarter, the Golden Lions have pretty much picked up right where they left off last week with that big homecoming road victory at Texas Southern.
Yeah, it really did. And that was a great tackle on special teams by Rashad Boyd, a young man that really walked on a couple of years ago. He's out of Marion High School there near West Memphis, but he was a kid that had some outstanding credentials as a running back and a defensive back for the Marion Patriots.
Going to throw it here. Peterson flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right at the 30. Going to run it out of bounds at the 35. They'll spot him at about the 36, just a couple of yards on the pickup, bring up second down and long.
I tell you what, these Golden Lions on defense, those guys are flying all over the football right now.
.950 and counting here in the second. 17-0, UAPB on top. Second down, about 8 here for Peterson and Valley. They're at their own 36. Shotgun snap to Peterson. Quick strike left side. Great open field tackle in space for the Golden Lions. And once again on the play, we mentioned him earlier from North Little Rock, Kevin Alexander, freshman defensive back, 5'10", 190. And that's about 3 weeks in a row where he's really come alive, and you can see his progression.
He's a true freshman out of North Little Rock High School, and he's a heck of an athlete, Tim. You know, as a high school senior, he had 79 tackles and 8 pass breakups. And then you talk about a kid that he played football and ran track for the Wildcats there at North Little Rock High School. But he's a cousin of former Arkansas Razorback running back Darian McFadden. There you go. Bloodline runs very well in the McFadden family. Looking right, throwing right, dropped at the 42. Wow. Gonna bring up 4th down. It was 3rd and 11. They had a man wide open. May have been a little bit short of the first down, but they did have Grant Sims open, and they hit him between the 1 and the 5, and right in the chest plate of the pads, he dropped it. He's a redshirt freshman, 6'2", 178 pounds, out of La Flora High School there in Itta-Bena, Mississippi. What a metropolis. You blink, you miss it. It's a small high school there in La Flora County, but line drive kick, not real good. Returnable here. Rowland's got it at the 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield. Down to the Valley 47. Great field position here for the Golden Lions. And Patrick Rowland, a freshman, 5'10", 165. He's a blur, also out of Parkview High School in Little Rock, as UAPB
UAPB recruits the heck out of Little Rock, and they should. Pine Bluff, Little Rock, Southeast Arkansas, and the surrounding areas, UAPB does as well as anybody recruiting those great athletes.
Yeah, Coach Sane, Keith Sane, who's the running back coach, he recruits there in Pulaski County, which covers the Little Rock area. But Roland he has tremendous speed. He's one of the top 5 fastest players on the football team.
Play action here on first down, flushed out of the pocket, trying to get to the edge. Anderson, nice footwork along the sideline. Instead of a loss on the play, he's able to scamper back up close to the line of scrimmage.
As a matter of fact, he picked up maybe...
Well, they're going to spot him out at the 49, so he's going to lose a little, but instead of a loss of about 8, it's a loss of about 1.5 yards. Could have been much worse there. He just ran out of real estate on the edge.
It never looks good when the officials are huddling up. I think that one of the officials, he's coming off with a limp, and so he's going to come over and UAPB's trainer, TC, is going to look out for him. It's the side judge. So now, what do you do in a case like that, Tim, when you're down to, normally you have 6 officials, you're down to 5.
Hope they don't miss nothing. Sometimes with 6 or 8 or how many they still miss stuff.
When did they call a timeout for the officials to get healed?
I don't know. That's a new one there. Handoff, draw play, right side, big hole, 40, 35, first down and more. Hanley down to the 26, and a first down for the Golden Lions. And a week ago, Carl, they gashed Texas Southern time and time again with the delayed draw play. Ripped off runs of 20 and 27 for touchdowns in that game with the same play.
I tell you what, he ran behind Terrence Knight. This kid here, he's 6'2", 285 pounds. He's out of Birmingham Community High School there in Los Angeles. And
this time they were up for the challenge. No gain on the play as they tried to slip it to Hanley. Bring up second down and just, we'll call it 11 here as he lost a yard.
Knighton comes from a good football family. His cousin, Andre Hall, is a rookie cornerback with the Houston Texans. So
second down 11. Almost an offsides there, but they caught a false start on UAPB, but it was the Valley player that looked like that may have made him move.
I thought the Valley player jumped and got into the neutral zone, and that caused Willie Young.
The right end there, the defensive end, jumped off sides, and it made the Golden Lion offensive lineman move. Usually they won't call that, but instead it's going to be second down and about 16 here for UAPB from about 34.
I checked it. I said it made Willie Young move, but it made Mavante King.
Young wouldn't make much of an offensive lineman, as good as he is. They're going to throw it right side, caught at the 28. Down to about the 27. Bring up third down and manageable here for UAPB as Anderson was able to connect to, looked like Willie Young.
That's getting to be a proper connection there, Anderson to Young.
Yeah, it's music to the ears of Golden Lion fans dating back to 2012, and lately it's been the hot combination. Marvante King has been another go-to playmaker along with Hanley. And Golden Lions have really got a lot of players these days.
Ooh.
And he led that one to the right side, looking for Hanley out of the right flat, knocked away at the last second. Bring up third down, and let's see, they're going to attempt a long field goal here for Tyler Strickland. This will be a pretty good shot if he connects on this one.
Yeah, Avery Borkins, the cornerback, he broke the pass up, but he took the blow, the biggest blow of the hit.
Well, this is going to be about a 44-yard attempt from the right hash mark as Strickland's been hot as of late. This one's going to take a pretty good kick. Not much wind where he's kicking it into. High snap, knee highs are the hold. Line drive kick. It's got plenty of distance, but he pushed it left. No good. As that one would have been good from about 60, but it was a line drive kick, didn't get much lift on it, and he missed it from 44 off the right hash. Maybe he was thinking about trying to get it inside the uprights and tried to hook it too much, and he hit it square instead of getting underneath it. So missed field goal with 6:04 to go before halftime. Valley will take over here. UAPB in control, leading 17-0. It'll be homecoming next week, Carl, and you've been around for a couple of homecomings. It's always a special time here at UAPB, and it kicks off early Monday throughout the entire week until the following Sunday.
Well, I think there's activity going on tomorrow night, but I know the kickoff assembly.
The homecoming kicks off after this game's over, pretty much.
It does.
Heck, it may have started today. It's a wonderful time here. Going left, they got a man wide open on a wheel route, connected, and he's still on his feet. A missed tackle, and it's going to be a touchdown. 30-20-10, house touchdown, Valley. Bad break, missed tackle. He was almost knocked out of bounds, and the Gold Lions kind of gave up on the play. And the result of it is going to be a long touchdown to Charlie Crenshaw, the running back, on a little wheel route. Looked like he was knocked out of bounds. And so the Golden Lions kind of gave up on it. And somehow he was able to stay in bounds. He ran the final 40 yards untouched for a touchdown, and that's just a bizarre fluke play that cost UAPB a touchdown.
Yeah, Andre Mitchell, the cornerback, the right corner, hit him. Thought he had pushed him out of bounds, but the receiver kept his balance and kept going.
Good effort there by Turner, who's come up with many blocks this year and nearly got that one, but the PAT is
Flag
good.
on the field.
Flag coming in here at the end. But we'll step aside here with 5:51 to play here in the second quarter. It's now 17-7, UAPB by 10. The Golden Lions will receive the kickoff when we come back.
I chose UAPB because of their master's and PhD offerings in the aquaculture and fisheries department. Applying what we've learned in the classroom to real-world problems in the field has been most beneficial in the classroom. It's that real-world experience that makes the difference. The entire aquaculture and fisheries department act as mentors here on campus. I feel that it's their goal to help me succeed. While attending another university, I had the opportunity to intern at UAPB in the Lonoke County Fish Diagnostics Lab. The exposures and experiences in that internship led me to transfer to University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Upon graduation with my undergraduate's degree in aquaculture and fisheries, I intend to seek a master's degree here at the university. My experience at the university has been a good one. I consider it an honor to be part of a well-established aquaculture and fisheries program that receives national recognition. UAPB is preparing me.
$17-7 now, so UAPB missed a 44-yard field goal, and then basically one play later, Valley strikes for a touchdown and kind of a broken play. Well, they executed the play, which should have been about a 15-yard pickup. They thought they knocked him out of bounds, and somehow he stayed in bounds and then ran about 40, 45 yards for a touchdown after that.
That's how stats can be misleading, Tim. When you look at the final stats, it's going to say a 44-yard touchdown pass.
So the Golden Lions will receive the kick here, leading by 10 with just over 5 to play in the second quarter. It's going to be King from the 7. 25, 30, over the 35 to the 37. Good field position here for the Golden Lions. We'll see if they can keep it going here. As they've been able to move the ball, they've yet to punt here in the first half. That is about 3 weeks in a row where they have not punted in the first half of play. And Carl, last week they had 150 plus yards in the first quarter alone, over 250 at halftime, finished well over 500. And this offense has been really starting to gel and move the football as well as any team in the conference the last month or so.
Yeah, without a doubt. It seems like there's some confusion on the field.
Marking down at the 36. Hanley will be the lone back. King wide left. Young wide right. Two of the fastest players in the SWAC. Looking right. It's going to go to Young's. Got it. Gain of 8, 9, 10. First down up to the 46-yard line. And that'll move the chains. And he's so quick, even if you play off of him. Anderson can whip it over there so fast, and Now you've got basically a running back with the football in space. As there was an offsides call, it's going to be declined on Valley.
Well, Willie Young, without a doubt, has speed, has tremendous speed. He's been clocked at a 4.34 in the 40. In his senior year, Tim, down in Louisiana, he led the state of Louisiana in receiving yards. He had 1,023 yards as a senior.
Game clock down to 5:25 and counting here. Handoff's going to go to Hanley. Got a little running room. Down to about the 48, maybe 49. Gain of 3 or 4. UAPB would love to just keep this football the remaining 5 minutes here of the first half, going to halftime up 24-7. That's the perfect scenario. But nevertheless, it's been a pretty good first half here for the Golden Lions, no matter what happens.
I see the UAPB punter is on the sidelines trying to stay. Nieheiser, he's trying to stay loosened up because he hasn't punted yet.
Looking left, Anderson now right. Got a man open at the 45. And it's Young again, close to first down yardage. And it's going to be enough for a first down at the 44-yard line, maybe the 43 of Valley. And Young's having quite a first half.
Yeah, Young and
Hanley both.
Yeah, Young and Latrey Jones, cornerback out of Greenwood High School there. I guess they're just introducing themselves to each other. They had an exchange of words over there on the sideline.
First down and 10. The Valley 43. Hand off and a loss of about 2 here is going to go to Hanley. Nice job straight ahead up the middle that time for Valley's Robert Armstrong. He's a freshman, 6'2", 300 from Odenville, Alabama at a St. Clair County High School. And a loss of 2 on the play. Bring up second down and 12 from the 45 of Valley. 3:47 and counting. 17-7, UAPB up by 10, looking left. Ferguson's got it, 43 over the 40, close to the 38. Ball was stripped out, and they're going to say he was down, thankfully, close to the 39-yard line. Bring up third down here for the Golden Lions. Need to get to the Valley 33-yard line for a first, so we'll call it 3rd and 6.
It took the headlines for a long time to the second that the knee was down.
Yeah, Ferguson was trying to sell him on it. Maybe he did a good selling job there and got the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, as the band get ready to formulate on the sideline with the tubas. You can't remember that scene a couple years ago, Tim, with the tuba player.
Looking left, Anderson now going up top, middle of the field, got a man in the end zone and couldn't hang on. Some contact there. I believe that was Ferguson. He had it at the last second but couldn't hang on to it. And a lot of traffic in the middle of the end zone. Incomplete pass, bring up 4th down and 6. And it's going to bring on Nieheiser for the first punt of the day for UAPB with 2:51 to go. Second quarter, Golden Lions leading 17-7.
Well, Nieheiser, he was warming up on the sideline. I guess he was warming up for a reason.
So Nieheiser on to punt it here. We think also a good spot for a fake. But you would think he's going to punt it away, and he does. Trying to pin him deep. Kicks this one a little long, however, and gets the roll inside the 2 at about the 1-yard line. You don't draw it up any better than that. Nice play as Nieheiser's pumped up and looked like it was going to be long. He angled it towards the sideline, and boy, he got a perfect bounce out of bounds at the 1.
He's happy too.
He should be. So with 2:42 to go here before halftime, Valley's going to have to go 99 yards for a touchdown. Golden Lions leading 17-7. And you just can't draw it up any better than that.
You really can. And
no return, and then you pin them. You want to pin them inside the 10, maybe the 20. You get them inside the 1. I mean, my goodness, now you're just perfect execution there. Handoff going left side and up to about the 10, a gain of almost 9 yards there.
Well, you don't want to come up with that kind of yardage on first down. You're looking for more or less like 3 and out.
So 2:23 to go. No huddle attack here for Valley. Handoff straight ahead. Boy,
Fumble.
plug in the hole, and that was Willie Duncan the third, forcing the fumble. The Golden Lions have recovered at the 14-yard line. And let's see, is that 97 for the Golden Lions?
Yes, it is.
That's big Cummings Jr., Quan Cummings Jr. got it. And how about our boy from Michigan, Willie Duncan the third? Last week's SWAC Defensive Player of the Week comes up, puts his hat on the ball, forces the fumble. And the Golden Lions are in business here, Carl, with 2:13 to go before halftime. UAPB's got a 1st and 10 at the Valley, 14, leading by 10.
Quan Cummings is one of those criminal justice majors, a sophomore at Parkview High School there in Little Rock, and he's 6'3", 260 pounds.
1st and 10 here. I formation, handoff. Hanley right side. He fumbles it at the 10. Ball's loose at the 11, and Valley's recovered it. Are you kidding me? Valley turns it over on a fumble. Next play from scrimmage, Hanley fumbles it for UAPB, and Valley recovers. Oh, man. Valley giveth, and UAPB gives it right back.
That was Avery Borkins who had that very impressive pass breakup on the Golden Lions' last possession that came up with the fumble.
Wow. Valley laid it out for the Golden Lions to play it out, and the Golden Lions give it right back. My goodness gracious. Had a 1st down and 10 with a 10-point lead right before halftime, and they give it back on the next play.
He's definitely within field goal range.
Design quarterback draw here over the 15 down to about the 17 for Peterson. Clock at 1:55 and counting.
Good tackle by Jarrell Wright of the Golden Lions.
Wow.
That was a fast
early Christmas gift. And they give it right back. Gonna throw it here. Peterson steps up in the pocket. Got a man open over the middle at the 30. And down to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line for Valley. Julian Stafford, 6'3" receiver from Tampa, Florida on the catch. Valley in a no-huddle attack, 1:20 and counting, late first half. UAPB leading 17-7. Ball spotted, 1st and 10 for Valley at their own 35. Peterson looking left, short arms this one, incomplete.
Well, Valley's in a hurry-up mode because they only have 1 timeout left. They burned those 2 timeouts very quickly there in the first quarter.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 from their own 35 for Valley. They're very fortunate. As Hanley, who has been so dynamic over the past, really since that Jackson State games were really his breaking out party. And he's been very, very good since. And he fumbled late here after a good first half of play over the middle, forcing it, but a nice catch at the 45 midfield down to the Golden Line 49. And once again, for Valley, that was Julian Stafford, 1st down catch. Delta Devils, 60 seconds before halftime. Clock continues to run. Peterson takes the shotgun snap on 1st down over the middle, got him again. And it's Stafford again at the Golden Line 35, a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, about 10 more yards, Tim. Valley would be in field goal range, and I know the Delta Devils are going to try to get something. They want to get on the scoreboard some kind of way to cut into that UAPB lead.
And once again, Peterson no huddle attack here, approaching 30 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the 35, no huddle attack. Looking left, over the middle. Dropped this time. It was going for Stafford for the third straight attempt. This one he dropped at the 23. Stops the clock at 22 seconds. Bring up second down and 10 from the Golden Lion 35.
Yeah, Stafford is one of their most reliable receivers. He's a redshirt senior out of Sheffield High School there in Memphis. Now he's out of the ball game.
UAPB leading 17-7. Valley at the Golden Lion 35 with 22 seconds to go before halftime. Shotgun snap on second and 10. Peterson steps up in the pocket, looks right, throws right, dropped at the 30. Looking for his running back that time. That was Charlie Crenshaw. Would have been a short gain of about 5. Couldn't hang on to it. Brings up third down here. And it's a big play. Try to hold him to a long field goal or just maybe a long heave here with 16 seconds before halftime. UAPB with 2 timeouts left. 1 for the Delta Devils of Valley.
Well, Mississippi Valley is definitely in 4-down territory here within the last 16 seconds. This is a big defensive stance here for the Golden Lions because you don't want to send Valley into halftime with any kind of scoring momentum.
And Valley's
just burning.
Let's see. They're going to waste their last timeout here. Or is it UAPB? It is Valley's last TO here. So they'll talk about it as 13 seconds and time ran off there. Yeah, they're going to reset the game clock. That's what I was thinking. They didn't snap it. A little home field advantage there. We've been on the road so much. We need to get a little break here, Carl.
Yeah, it has been a real long road trip, Tim. And when you look at the schedule for next season for the Golden Lions, it's going to be early in the season. You'll probably have
a lot of home games. Tail end on the road. Just the opposite of this year. So.
The side judge who was injured, he's back on the field, but he's talking with the UAPB athletic trainer, TC. Everybody calls him TC.
Well, there's 16 seconds, 16.6 to be exact. The ball just outside of the Golden Lion 35. UAPB leading 17-7. Led 17-0 early second quarter before Valley got on the board. And UAPB trying to hang on here before halftime. Third down and 10 for Valley at the UAPB 35. Here's the snap. Peterson flushed. Sacked by, it's going to be Turner as the first man to get him on the blitz. And then the rest of the Golden Lion attack wrap him up back at his own 49, but it was Jared Turner, and they're going to go for it here and try to catch UAPB off guard, but the game clock's going to run out as there was no time left. UAPB was celebrating they're making them off sides here as they tried to quick snap it. The Golden Lions were celebrating their sack, which brought up fourth down. The clock was winding down. Valley tried to hurry up and quick snap it, even though it was going to be fourth down and forever, trying to catch UAPB off guard. But they called a false start instead, and that's going to end the first half of play. But Jared Turner out of Pine Bluff High comes through and disrupted the play. He was the first man there on the blitz. And that's going to end half number 1 in a very good half for the Golden Lions as UAPB leads at halftime 17-7 over Mississippi Valley State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for all of our representatives and the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Marching band fans far and wide, do me a favor and let me hear you for the marvelous, the magnificent, marching musical machine of the band will open up tonight's banquet. The band will kick off the evening show with a series of precision movements to mark the Justin Timberlake's world record. Durham Christian, Jerome Hudson, and James Porter. I am your announcer, Clarence Stokes, and entertaining you has been our pleasure. Thank you, and have a
Hi, everyone. You know, last January, I spoke with college presidents from across the country about the importance of reaching out to more of our young people, especially those from underserved communities. These students have so much potential, but they don't always get the encouragement or the support they need to go to college. And today, I want to take that discussion to the next level. That's why I'm calling on people across college communities, from student groups to admissions officers to college presidents, to take new steps to open up your campus to students who don't always see themselves on a college campus. So if you're a student, can you reach out to students just like you from your high school? Can you go to a local high school and set up a mentoring group? Or if you're a faculty member or an administrator, can you design a program to bring these students on campus to see what college is all about? Can you show them what it's like to attend a lecture, to eat in the cafeteria, or just spend a night in a dorm? Whatever you decide to do, I want to know about it. So make sure to share your story about how you're opening up your campus. And then I want you to tweet it, Instagram it, and use the hashtag #ReachHigher. And who knows, if you reach enough new students and make a big enough impact, I might just come to speak at your commencement next spring. So have fun and good luck.
All right, welcome back inside of Golden Lions Stadium. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper, as we are just about set for the third quarter of play here. 17-7, UAPB leading by 10 at halftime. The Golden Lions will receive the opening kickoff of the third quarter here. UAPB was up 17-0, had a chance to push it to 24-0, missed a field goal, and then a couple plays later, Valley scored on a long, kind of a busted play touchdown. Got them back in the game, but Carl, the Golden Lions have had this game in control pretty much throughout here. It's going to be a short kickoff to start the second half. Taken by an up back at about the 22 over the 30 and stacked up hard there at about the 32 and then falls forward. Forward progress to close to the 35. Good field position for the Golden Lions, and that's where the UAPB Golden Lions will take over, leading 17-7, and some pretty big first halves for a couple of individuals for the Golden Lions. Willie Young, a big first half, Carl, along with Brian Hanley. We'll get into those numbers in just a moment as UAPB's quick to the line of scrimmage here to start the third quarter of play. Just 8 seconds in, they'll start their own 35, leading 17-7. Shotgun snap here. Handoff, big hole left side, 40, 45 down to the 48, and Hanley over 130 yards in the first half, had 179 last week at halftime, and he rips off 12 more, and this guy's on a roll right now.
I tell you what, he's a beast. I tell you, he's out of Monticello High School there in Southeast Arkansas, played for the Billies, but he's just a terrific athlete, and his future is really bright with the Golden Lions.
You need to wear shades indoors? Is that how bright it is?
Yeah.
Okay. First and 10 at the 48, and Hanley, as we mentioned, 179 yards. That's a career day for a lot of backs at halftime a week ago. 130 this week. Then he's got a 12-yard carry on the first down. Look out, Anderson swarmed under. He was looking to go right side to King. He was well covered, and Anderson had to eat that one, and it's going to be a loss of about 6 or 7 on the sack.
Yeah, the sack was made by Terrence Hudson, a safety for the Valley, for Mississippi Valley. He's out of Greenwood, Mississippi.
So second down and long coming up here. Golden Lions now at their own 42-yard line, just underway, third quarter, handoff right side, Hanley. Again, strong running. You're not going to get him down at first contact. No, he continues to run the ball hard. As soon as he gets hit, he's going to drive it forward 2 or 3 yards. He does so there. Brings up third down at about 11.
That big offensive line for the Golden Lions has really opened up holes for him, and Terrence Knight is really having a good game there for the Golden Lions.
Third down and 11. Shotgun snap here to Anderson, looking left, got a man open, caught. First down at the Valley 39. They were saying incomplete. I thought he caught that football.
The line judge was in position to make the play, to make the call, because he was looking right at it. And
I thought Porcher caught that football. He thought he caught it, and the Valley players came in last second and really talked the officials into saying incomplete because the back judge said complete. Now UAPB is going to be forced to punt it, and this is that third quarter area. Last week, they didn't punt one time in the first half. First 3 possessions, Carl. Punt, interception. Third quarter's been a bugaboo for UAPB, but a good roll here. It's going to get inside the 10, down to about the 9. Nieheiser's only had 2 punts. He's pinned them at the 9 and at the 1. He'll take that.
Yeah.
So the goal line defense will come on now, and they played a solid first half. Really just one kind of a busted play, and that's, besides that, they pitched a shutout. They Bumgardner the Delta Devils, if you will.
They Madison Bumgardner.
The Mad Bum. How about the Giants?
Yeah.
And, we always talk baseball, you know, and we're a couple of big baseball guys, but
This is
the
our
Royals, that was pretty cool to see the Royals. Of course, our Cardinals got taken out by the Giants, and Bumgarner, he's a stud now. The Royals got a taste of what he's all about. Of course, the World Series MVP. But the Golden Lions Bumgarner the Delta Devils in the first half, except for that one busted play. They'll start on their own 9 here. Shotgun snap. Peterson going to throw it, going up top. And what a catch at the 40. It's still on his feet. And Stafford down inside the UAPB 37. The big 6'3" receiver went up and got it and took it away from the D-back of UAPB. And what a play that was. And all of a sudden, you're inside the 9, down to the goal line 38. You're talking about flipping field possession. They did it in one play.
They really did. Jarrett Turner did a good job of trying to knock the ball loose from the receiver, but
shotgun snap here on first down. It's too high. Incomplete. Almost threw a lateral there, and David White was ready to jump on it, scoop it, and score, but it was just about a yard ahead of the receiver instead of a lateral. Bring up second down and 10 from the goal line 38, but it's only been a couple of big plays for Valley. But sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah,
they're right back in the game. UAPB's had a chance to put this game away early. Valley's always salty. They're tough. Pump fake. Peterson going up top. And incomplete. Good coverage. Had Rucker and White down on the field. He was looking for Colin Willis, who they got listed, or checked that. They had Trey Ford, rather, and he's a senior receiver. But you saw Rucker and White. They were shadowing him along that right side.
Yeah, we talk about Rucker a lot, but David White, he's a redshirt freshman. He's out of McKinley High School there in Baton Rouge, and you know, this kid has good speed. He was a sprinter on his high school track team. Big play here, third down and 10. Looks like Peterson changing the play at the line of scrimmage, empties the backfield. In trouble, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, incomplete. Fourth down and 10 coming up for Valley at the goal line 38. They might go for it here. If I'm Valley, I'm going to, if you don't convert on fourth down, you're giving UAPB ideal field position. It looks like the Delta Devils are going to go for it. They are going to go for it, Carl. They bring in their running back who caught the touchdown earlier, Charlie Crenshaw, maybe to pick up some heat here. See if they want to dump it off to him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fourth down and 10 for Valley at the goal line 38, 17-7 UAPB. Hard pump fake, stepping up in the pocket. Now Peterson's going to run it. He's got the first down at the goal line 24. He needed 10, and he picked up 14 on the quarterback scramble. Wow.
And how many quarterbacks do you see in the SWAC that make that play right there? They do all the time. Athletes galore in the SWAC at quarterback position. I don't know one quarterback in the SWAC that's not dual threat.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Anderson makes that play all the time. They fake the handoff and sacked back at the UAPB 34-yard line. DeMarcus Berry comes up with a big-time sack. And they stuff the runner on the fake. And then DeMarcus Berry's had a fantastic season. Sacks Peterson back at the 33, a loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah, DeMarcus Berry, like I said, he's 6'3", 250 pounds, a redshirt junior, but he's an athlete that he's had some ups and downs since he's been at UAPB, and I'll get in that story a little bit later after this play.
Movement up front, maybe offsides. Peterson sees it. He goes up top. He's going for it all. And it's intercepted in the end zone, but it's not going to matter because it was a free play. You can take that gamble. It was picked off by Kevin Alexander, who's played an awesome game so far. But give Peterson some credit. He knew the worst case scenario was an interception. You have a free play. He saw the golden lines jump off sides. He took it. And Alexander made an interception. But DeMarcus Berry, who came up with a sack, got a little froggy up front, jumped off sides. And instead of an interception, it's going to be +5 for the road team.
Yeah, DeMarcus, he's out of Alexandria, Louisiana. You know, he walked on 3 years ago. No one recruited him out of high school, and he's been at UAPB for 3 years, but he's only played.
Movement up front again this time. Wow. They're going to get the Golden Lions big defensive lineman, 91, Jarrell Wright. It's hard to miss, 6'3", 315, right off the nose guard.
Yeah, but finish this on DeMarcus Berry. You know, he's been at UAPB for 3 years, but he's only played in the 2012 SWAC championship game. He was one of those kids that in 2011 he
pretty good first start.
Yeah, in 2011 he set out for personal reasons, and he never gained his eligibility last season. So, but despite everything he's gone through, he's never lost that desire to play football.
He's a good young man, and he's having a great season. Well, it's going to be second down now and about 8.
Oh, wow.
And more movement, but this time it's on Valley.
Yeah,
I believe. False start, so the Golden Lions give them 5, and then the Delta Devils, they don't want it. They give them 5 right back.
The left guard, Golden Ukonko, he's a right guard, redshirt junior team. He's a big one.
See these Golden Lion fans, they're bundled up out here today. It's chilly out here.
Yeah,
that cold front move through, Carl. You got a jacket on in the booth. What would you have on out there on the field? You know, hot chocolate in hand. And what else? Some earmuffs and a big blanket.
Probably so.
Shelly's probably got her little heater on up here.
But Golden at right guard for Valley, he's 6'4", 380 pounds, Tim. He's a big one.
Second down, 13. 10:56 to go. Third quarter, 17-7 UAPB. Ball to 28. Almost a sack. They get rid of it. Almost picked off, incomplete. An almost and an almost, but it's going to go incomplete. Almost a sack. It was big 97. Quan Cummings almost had the sack, and then number 35. That was Dakeon Clinch, who's really come on the last few weeks. Almost had the pick. So Valley escapes disaster in 2 ways on one play and bring up third down and 13.
Yeah, Clinch, he's really been impressive here of lately. He's 5'8", 160 pounds, a sophomore, kind of small, but he's out of St. Jude High School there in Montgomery, Alabama.
We'll see what Valley wants to dial up here. They had a player shaking up that staff for their top receiver on the day.
You know, Valley's been successful, Tim, in converting some third downs, but this is a big third down play here because you want to try to limit the Delta Devils to a field goal.
So third down and 13 from the Golden Line 28. Big play here. Peterson, blitz, steps up in the pocket, eludes the blitz, but he won't get past the second wave of Golden Lions, who wrap him up at about the 24, well shy of the first down. Good job there. I believe that was Barry once again also getting in there on the play was LaFaro Franklin, and bring up 4th down and about 10 here, a gain of just about 3 for Peterson, and they'll attempt their first field goal of the day. This is going to be about a 41-yard attempt off the right hash mark for Valley as UAPB leads 17-7. Gallen for the kick. It's got the distance, trying to get it up that right upright, and it hits the right upright and no good. That was easy to call. Once it hits the upright, you can see it very well from our angle, and right upright still vibrating a bit, and hit it square up. Sometimes it ricochets right or left, and he hit that thing square right off the right upright. Had plenty of distance, about halfway up the right upright, and missed it. So the Golden Lions dodge a bullet, and UAPB will take over with 9:59 to go in the third, leading 17-7 over Valley. And the Golden Lions will have it starting on their own 24-yard line. Ben Anderson under center this time. 7 yards deep is Brian Hanley. Had that monster first half 2 weeks in a row. This time he's met hard at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, he's met right up front by that defensive tackle for Mississippi Valley State, Sean Fugate. You know, he's a senior, 6'2", 240. Check that he's a defensive end.
Second down and about 8 here for the Golden Lions at their own 26. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Wide right is King in the sunlight, and in the shade on the far left is Young. They're going to run a draw instead to Hanley. He's going to lose a yard back to the 25. And again, Fugate back there making a play. So third down and about 8 or 9 coming up here.
Another big third down play for the Golden Lions because the defense just came off the field. And you want to try to pick up at least the first down and get those guys on the defensive side of the ball a few more minutes to rest.
Watch Ben Anderson here on a broken play. Going to swing it left to Hanley. Looks for a block. Got a good block, but he's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first. He got over the 30 to the 31, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 3. Tried to get him out in space there where he's dangerous, but picked up about 6 or 7, but that's all. So 4th down, Niehiser on to punt it away. And Crenshaw is back deep for Mississippi Valley.
Good. Crenshaw's in an area where you come out of the shadows, out of the shade, looking right into the sun.
They're bringing heat. Knocked him down, but a high kick and not going to be returnable. But good field position here as Niehiser was feeling the heat. Kind of fell down in traffic after the play. No call on running into the kicker. And Monty Coleman was trying to talk to the officials on the sideline, maybe trying to tell them. Nevertheless, a quick 3 and out for the Golden Lion offense, and again they've come out a little sluggish in the third quarter. They've done this the last couple of weeks, and then they, after about that second or third possession, they kick it back in gear. But for whatever reason, out of the locker room, the offense has had a pattern of struggling in the third quarter, the first 2 or 3 possessions, and then they kick it in gear again. We'll see if they have that again here today. Bringing the blitz. They pick it up. Valley going to throw it. Peterson under pressure. Down deep. It's picked off. Intercepted. That's Mosley, the freshman safety, back at the 25-yard line of UAPB. Lawrence Mosley, freshman out of Memphis, Tennessee.
He went to Craigmont High School. Lawrence is 6'2", 195 pounds, and he's a true freshman. And he's been quite impressive on the defensive side of the ball. You know, to be a true freshman, Tim, and to play as much as he's playing, he's been a smart starter here and there. That means his future has to be bright.
Well, he started to take over around the Southern game, and he's getting a little experience now, 3 straight weeks, and played that ball brilliantly. So the Golden Lions get it right back. Play action here. Anderson, pump fake, now goes up top over the middle and almost picked off, underthrown, as King had to come back for it at the Valley 40, and linebacker caught up to it and got a hand on it.
And when King kind of reverses the field to come back, he lost his footing there and slipped a little bit. That messed up his timing.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here.
I like the play call by Coach Jones, the offensive coordinator. You come out of a situation where Valley State had just turned the football over. Let's go for the home run.
Got Young wide left. Porcher in the slot left. King wide right. Lone back is Hanley. Going to throw it. Pump fake. Now it's Anderson trying to make something happen, and a great play for a loss of 1. The sack's going to go. See if I can get his number there with his hair draping over the back of his numbers. Hard to see. I believe that's 29. Terrence Hudson on the play.
Yeah, Terrence Hudson's been on quite a few plays today.
So we're going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Midway point of the 3rd quarter, 17-7. UAPB up by 10. Started off the game up 17-0. That's going to be a false start on the Golden Lions. That's big 73 that time. Terrence Knighton rocking back.
But Tim, you're right, broadcast partner. The Golden Lions coming out here in the 3rd quarter, not as, I don't want to say as motivated, but just it's kind of like a low right now, and they're going to have to pick it up.
They did that last week, and then all of a sudden hit Southern with touchdowns of 60 and 69 yards on back-to-back possessions to finish the game. So they have the big play capability. Here on 3rd and 15, setting up the screen to Hanley at the 20, needs a block. Good tackle again. It's Hudson at the 25 as Hundley falls forward to the 26, maybe the 27, but about 8 yards shy of the first.
Yeah, it was set up real nicely there, and because Valley State closed in defensively, but this is kind of like with the 2nd 3 and out for the Golden Lions.
So they'll have to punt it away here. Charlie Crenshaw back at about his own 40. See if low snap. Nieheiser does a good job to get it off. Line drive kick takes a Golden Lion roll, and it's going to roll down inside the 35 down to about the 33. And that's a nice first baseman scoop from the shortstop right there. As it's hard to scoop a football on a short hop too. That ball could bounce a million ways. And Nieheiser held his composure, got it, and got off a decent kick, and then got a good roll. So Valley would take over at their own 33 and really averted disaster there.
Yeah, it really did.
So Valley will take over again. UAPB's opened the door for them to get back in the game, only down 10.
That's 216-431. You can claim your prize in the end zone with the ROTC Cadets.
Peterson back in at quarterback. 3 receivers set along with Crenshaw. They hand it to Crenshaw, going to sweep left. Good open field tackle on the corner, not able to get to the edge. Kyle Noel was able to cut off the corner edge there, and then he had some help from Turner and company, but they give him about 3, but it looked like it was going to be a big gain, and the Golden Lions shut it down quickly.
I tell you what, Kyle Noel, he's a kid he's a redshirt sophomore, 5'11", 175 pounds. He's out of Lee High School there in Mariana. A very smart player, Tim. He saw a lot of action last season on special teams.
Shotgun again here for Valley. And again, boy, we've seen a lot of yellow laundry on the field today. That's a false start. I bet we've had 10 false starts between both teams today.
Yeah, that was the tight end, Natron Brooks for Valley State, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's out of Tampa, Florida, went to Tampa Bay Tech High School. You know, I hope that's not a misprint, but 210 pounds is kind of light for a tight end.
So second down and about 12 here for Valley, back at their own 31. UAPB leading 17-7. 4:50 to go, third quarter. Peterson going to throw it, going up top, deep left, and incomplete. Well covered downfield. And that, I believe, was Andre Mitchell, who's back in action today.
Yeah, Andre Mitchell is the kid that, I think Andre came up with the interception down in the end zone on the last play.
Looking for Keenan Daniels, deep left, and Mitchell was right there shadowing him step for step. Third down and 12. Need to get the ball back right here. 4:43 to play, third quarter.
Another one of those huge third down plays for the Golden Lions defense, because you want to shut Valley State down.
Timeout called here by Valley as the play clock was winding down to 0. Peterson sees it, calls a timeout. And they'll have to burn one here. With 4:43 to go, we'll keep it here.
Well, Tim, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff provides a window of opportunities for students majoring in areas such as business, biology, computer science, education, criminal justice, mass communication, industrial technology, agriculture, just to name a few. Become a part of the pride to connect with the UAPB recruitment office through social media. Like us on Facebook at UAPB Recruitment, or follow us on Instagram at UAPB Recruitment, or you can send us an email to the recruitment at uapb.edu. Yeah, Tim, when the ball game, the Golden Lions only up by 10 points, but the way UAPB performed in the first half, you know, it seems like they should have been up about, they could have gotten perhaps 3 touchdowns on the scoreboard. But this ball game here, you know, Valley has proven to be a quick strike, big play offense, and you can't toy around with them too long.
Third down and 12 coming up here.
This is a key third down here for the Golden Lions.
Peterson the shotgun. Turner was showing blitz. Now he'll back off. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolls right. Throws. Got a man. Is Stafford over the middle. First down yardage at the Valley 48. Turner on the stop, but not before a Valley first down. They execute on 3rd and 12.
Looks like UAPB's coming in on the blitz. The quarterback Peterson's changed the play, getting the signal from the sideline.
Low snap, picks it up off the ground. Now Peterson's going to just keep it. Drive forward for positive yards and turn to loss into a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, he jarred forward in the arms of Jarrett Turner.
3:45 and counting here in the third. Second down, we'll call it 6. Peterson didn't like what he saw. Looks like he's looking over to the sideline, maybe changing the play. Got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Crenshaw, the lone back, just to the right of him in the backfield. And another false start here on Valley.
We don't keep, yeah. Tim, we don't have a stat on how many false starts it's been taken, but I would willing to bet you that there have been somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 false starts this ball game.
No question. Maybe on each team.
Yes.
As that's the third on Valley here in the second half, third quarter. Second on this drive. Second down and 11 now. Back in Valley's territory, the 48. Barry just missed a sack. Now Peterson's going to run it midfield, 45-40 at the UAPB 30. 33-yard line, and he picked up about 17 yards on the quarterback scramble, and Berry had him for a sack and just missed him in the backfield, and he's frustrated and fired up on the sideline as he knows he had him in his grasp, and Peterson, using that athletic ability, picks up 17 and a big first down. They'll fake it on the zone read. Here's Peterson again, diving forward, picks up 11, up to the 22 of UAPB, and a first down again for Valley. And it's Peterson.
Well, you know, Tim, Peterson is really the key to this Mississippi Valley State offense because, like I said, in the first quarter, he has some really nifty moves, and he uses his legs real well, and he's brought Valley out of some tough situations from that quarterback spot.
Handoff here. It's going to be Crenshaw. They actually marked Peterson down about a football shy of the first. The handoff to Crenshaw. I believe he's got the first here. And he does. So first down, Valley. Fast-moving third quarter now at 1:30 and counting here in the third. Same score as we were at halftime, 17-7 UAPB. Valley has held the football much of the third quarter. The Golden Lions done a good job of keeping them off the board. First and 10 from the 22. Shotgun coming up here, snap. Crenshaw going up top. And knocked away in the end zone. The left pylon there, well defended. Once again, it was Mitchell, and slow to get up is Turner. And Turner, he plays so hard, so reckless. There's a lot of times where you'll see him a little slow to get up, but he throws his body around and lays it on the line as much as anybody on the team.
It'll take a whole lot to get Turner out of the ball game.
No doubt. So second and 10 now. Valley's taken their shots downfield many times, but the UAPB's defensive backs and safeties have been up for the challenge so far. Second and 10. Looking right, throwing right. Corner post is caught at the 2, first down and goal. And it's Stafford again, as it was, he just found a little opening there between Rucker and Turner, and Stafford made a heck of a catch at the 1-yard line, but a flag is down. Maybe an illegal man downfield. Let's see. That is a big penalty on Valley. An illegal man downfield.
Yeah.
That'll wave off a first and goal at the 1 as we take another look at it here. Roger Robinson with a great shot coming right at you. And Stafford made a heck of a catch at the 1, but it's all for naught. Instead of a first and goal at the 1 and a gain of about 23, that's going to back Valley up to the 28 and a second and 14.
Yeah, with 56.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's a lot of football left to be played.
Penalties have really hurt Valley here in the third. Second down and long here. Setting up the screen and threw it into traffic. Actually hit one of his linemen in the rear end, and going to be third down and long now.
Another one of those big third down plays. You know, Valley might be in 4-down territory because the Delta Devils don't have a lot of faith in that kicking game.
So third down and about 15 here for Valley. And maybe 4-down territory, let's see. But a big play, they converted on a 3rd and 12 early in the drive. Shotgun snap here to Peterson. Steps up in the pocket to Marcus Berry, no sir. Sacks him back at the 33-yard line, his second sack of the third quarter. And now it's going to be 4th and very long for Valley, and DeMarcus Berry comes up with a big sack. So 4th down, let's see if they go for it.
Yeah,
really too far for a field goal and too short to punt it. They may just go for it here on 4th and nearly 20. The Golden Lions can't afford any breakdowns right here. Let them play in front of you. They got to get all the way down to about the 12-yard line for a first, and they're going to have to burn their second timeout. And speaking of sack, we'll talk about our sack lunches here today.
Okay.
And we had some delicious sandwiches. Carl, me and you enjoyed a good smoked turkey.
Yeah.
And they were provided.
I could use another one.
Provided by Randy Kelley and prepared by Miss Thomas at Thomas Groceries and Gifts. And they were delicious. I actually had one of their sandwiches yesterday at lunch.
Have you tried the chicken salad?
I have not yet.
Yeah, you need to try the chicken salad. They do a wonderful job over there. Miss Thomas and Thomas Grocery.
We appreciate it, Randy. Fed the crew here today, and of course Thomas Groceries and Gifts are really kind of our neighborhood grocery here, close by, and here on the north side of town.
Well, she's a great supporter of UAPB.
Mm-hmm.
Being a UAPB grad, her daughter was Miss UAPB back in the. I want to say back in the day, I believe back in the 90s. And
she had her UAPB shirt on yesterday,
yeah.
and the Dollaway High School team was over there getting their sandwiches also.
She does a wonderful job.
Mm-hmm. So just 8 seconds left here in the third. This is going to wind down the third on 4th and 20. Rolling out to his right, now his left, back to his right. Peterson just looking for anything, heaves up a Hail Mary in the end zone, and it's intercepted by Mosley. And they're going to down him at the 1. I wish he would have stayed in the end zone. The Golden Lions would have had it at the 20. And instead, he made forward progress outside of the end zone, and that's going to end the third.
I believe it's momentum carrying about outside.
Well, that's going to end the third. Nevertheless, UAPB will get the football at their own 1 when we resume play. After 3, UAPB 17, Mississippi Valley 7. Right back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
How did UAPB prepare me? The Business Marketing Program. Here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, the faculty works very close with us, making sure we reach our full potential. With the help of Career Services, I was able to obtain an internship with Hope Federal Credit Union. This opportunity allowed me to travel to different states and learn additional skills. The company was so impressed at how talented and prepared I was as an intern that they offered me a full-time position as program officer. That's how UAPB prepared me.
As we start the fourth quarter of play here at their own 1-yard line, UAPB takes over after interception by Mosley in the third. It's going to be Anderson, got to get rid of it. He throws it away close to an intentional grounding, but I guess he was outside of the pocket there and threw it away as he was hit about 3 yards deep in the end zone. They're going to talk about it. If it were to be an intentional grounding, it would be a safety because it was in the end zone, but they rule it incomplete.
Yeah, I always think on a play like that, Tim, you try to sneak that football out there and try to get as much yards as you can. That was close there.
So the Golden Lions have a 2nd down and 10 here at their own 1, leading 17-7. Anderson back in the shotgun here. Fakes the handoff. Trying to get it to Branch on a little play action tight end toss at about the 8. And he couldn't hang on to it as it got on him rather quickly. Now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 10 from the 1. So well, you wish Mosley would have got tackled in the end zone instead of picking it off and then getting taken down at the 1.
Because you want to
pinned UAPB deep.
You want to try to get at least 5 yards. That way the punter, Neuheiser, will have his 15 yards that you need to be comfortable punting out of the end zone.
3rd and goal from the 1. Maybe they take a shot here with Willie Young. He's got a 95-yard touchdown under his belt. Play action, pump fake. And they are going to go up top to Young, and they miss him at the 35. But it was a well-thrown ball, only where his guy can get it. And give credit that time to the defensive back, Avery Boykin. Got just enough contact to knock Willie Young off of his stride a bit to slow him up just a tick. And ball falls about a yard or two in front of him, but
I'll tell you what, the Delta Devils should get good field position.
Nieheiser, with his heels on the back of the end zone, going to have to punt this away. Crenshaw's back at his own 40. This is dangerous right here. Good snap. They get it off. Quick kick. Decent kick. Crenshaw calls a fair catch at the 45. So with all things considered, the Golden Lions to take that.
Yeah, you would.
Because if he got any kind of return, you're looking at 35-30 or more, maybe a touchdown. And they'll take it at the 45, at least make Valley have to work for it a bit. 17-7, UAPB by 10. 14:42 to play here in the fourth quarter. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper, Golden Lion Stadium. Perfect weather, a little chilly, but just beautiful blue skies and
it's good
fall time.
Good fall weather. I'm ready for my hour of sleep in the morning.
Hey, let's fall back an hour. That's always good. Shotgun snap. They slip it to Crenshaw, trying to get outside. Breaks a tackle, first down, and more. Bouncing off a couple of Golden Lions up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Crenshaw, I'll tell you what, he's a freshman running back. You know, a kid out of
Wetumpka, Alabama. Close to the Montgomery, Alabama area. 1st and 10 here. For Valley, they're marching, down by 10. Fakes the handoff, Peterson. Gets a couple of yards off the left side. And Turner was in there, as well as big 92, Ryan Williams.
Yeah, Mississippi Valley is still going with that no-huddle, that hurry-up offense.
Second down and 7 for Valley. A split backfield shotgun, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Peterson looking right, steps up in the pocket. Got a little running room up to the 26.
That ball is out.
Ball gets knocked loose at the last second. Waiting on the officials. And even though UAPB came up with the football, that was Ryan Williams again, but I guess they're going to say he was down by contact, as there's a man down on the play.
The officials still haven't signal.
Apparently they must have said he was down by contact and bring up 3rd down and 6, but Williams came up with the football, but they're going to say he was down apparently because they never did signal. But a man down on the play, maybe quarterback. Peterson is flat on his back.
Yeah, he has a move to him.
Looking around the neck and head region. They're trying to take his helmet off, but he is.
He took a vicious hit.
To the injured player. Once again, the winning ROTC raffle tickets numbers are
13:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. UAPB leading 17-7.
Tim, I can't understand why no Mississippi Valley State coaches come over.
They're slow to get up. Peterson now at least setting up.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the injured player, Quintarius Peterson.
He's running off on his own power, but he's favoring the right side, that right leg. And, UAPB is really rolling up the stats. After 3 quarters, the Golden Lions have 338 total offensive yards compared to 284 for Mississippi Valley State.
We mentioned the penalties. UAPB with 9 penalties through 3 quarters, 7 for Valley. As Hanley's got 150 yards on the ground through 3, and Anderson 15 of 24, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Willie Young 9 catches. That's a career high, 116 yards.
He hit those 9 catches in the first half, and
backup quarterback in the ball game, and he's going to have to eat it, and he's sacked by a whole bunch of Golden Lions. Barry was in there again, but a host of Golden Lions collapsed the pocket, and Patrick Ivy We've seen in the past he's a 6'4", 215 quarterback out of Centerville, Illinois, and he had to eat that one. It's going to be 4th and 11 coming up here.
He's from the same high school as Teron Armstead is from Cahokia High School there in that East St. Louis, that Centerville, Illinois area.
So 4th down and 11 from the Golden Lion 31. Ivy stays in at quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, pressure up the middle, throws a jump ball right side in the end zone, contact called, and they're going to get a pass interference call. This is going to go against Kevin Alexander on Stafford, and the ball was really uncatchable. And Stafford and Alexander got tangled up a bit, but there's no way he would have caught it. The ball was even overthrown 3 or 4 yards to Alexander, and he was dead in stride. Boy, on 4th and 11, you get a jump ball pass interference call 30 yards downfield on an uncatchable pass. Boy, you'd like to see them just keep that flag in their pocket right there.
I don't like the call, Tim.
And that gives Valley a second life. That's a bad break for the Golden Lions. 12-18 to go. Ivy remains in at quarterback, sprints, pitch right to the fullback. Good tackle, Willie Duncan III. Gain of 1 or 2, and it was mano a mano out there as they tried to get it to the big fullback.
When you talk about Willie Duncan, Coach Coleman, his eyes light up about Willie Duncan. You know, it's a kid that, you know, he finished last season with 17 tackles against Prairie View, and he was the SWAC player of the week against the Panthers last year.
2nd down and 8 here, shotgun snap. Ivy feels the pressure over the middle, slant, incomplete, intended for Stafford in the end zone. And again, well covered over the middle there by Kevin Alexander.
Well, Ivy caught a lot of heat there, took a good lick from Kyle Walker, who's coming in from a linebacker blitz.
3rd down and 8 here for Valley. 11:40 to play. Valley driving in aid of that 4th down and 11 pass interference call. Keeps their drive alive. They're now have a 3rd down and 8. At the 14 of UAPB, they trail the Golden Lions 17-7, 11:40 to go, 4th quarter. Looks left, Ivy throws it quickly. Jump ball in the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. And Andre Mitchell with good coverage that time. And it was intended for Keenan Daniels, and it's going to be 4th down and 8. Of course, you would think they'll go for it, but now they're a little closer. They may attempt a field goal here.
If they're successful in making a one-possession ball game, and
they'll attempt a field goal. They missed the last one from about 40 yards and hit the right upright. This one's going to be a little closer at about 31, maybe 32 yards from the right hash.
Mississippi Valley State really hasn't been a good field goal kicking team this season.
Gallen on to attempt the field goal here with 11:34 to go. Good snap, hold is there. Kicks plenty long enough. And this time he missed it again, wide right. And Gallen 0 for his last 2, and the Golden Lions keep that 2-possession lead at 17-7.
Yeah, going into today's ball game, Valley had only attempted 3 field goals, so that tells you something there. And they've made two out of the 3 field goals, but they just haven't been a good field goal kicking team. And those little things there can really come back and haunt you, Tim.
The Golden Lions need to put this game away now.
You're right about that.
They've left the door open too long for Valley. Led 17-0 in the 2nd quarter, but here we are in the 4th quarter now. It's 17-7. It's time for the offense to step up and put this game away. One more score may do it. 11:29 to go in the 4th. Handoff. There's a hole. Hanley, nice move and yardage up over the 25 to the 27. Gain of about 7 on the play.
You know, it would be nice, Tim, with 11-16 to go in the 4th quarter and counting that the Golden Lions can put together a time-consuming drive,
put points up.
Yeah, and put points up.
That would be the dagger, possibly. Hand off again. Hanley off the left side, hard running.
Fumbled it.
Boy. That's been a little bit of a bugaboo the last couple of games, but the Golden Lions retained possession. It was enough for a first down, as Hanley's got to protect that football in traffic. That will come with experience.
First down, Golden Lions.
But nevertheless, first down for UAPB at their own 31-yard line with 10:40 and counting. UAPB leads 17-7.
Well, Hanley's out, and Michael Wilson's in, the former Earl High School Bulldog, my player.
They'll give it to Wilson as he gets the call off the right side. 2, maybe 3 yards. As the Golden Lions look to eat up some of this clock here.
Yeah, Wilson's 5'10", 225 pounds. He's a redshirt senior. Like I say, he's out of Earl High School, and where he led his team to a Class 2A state championship during his senior year.
Another Delta Devil down at the 34. We've had a few guys shaken up today.
2014-2015 men's and women's basketball season tickets are now on sale.
The UAPB volleyball team, Kim, has gotten hot at the right time. They swept a series from Prairie View, A&M University on this weekend, and so far in the conference, I think they are in second place in their division, and it's coming up pretty soon within the next week or two on the SWAC volleyball championship, which is normally, I don't know where it's going to be held this year, but normally it's been down in Alabama A&M and in Huntsville. I think Coach May, Kenya, I call her Coach K. Coach May, she's done a good job in her third season with the UAPB volleyball team.
Here's the snap to Wilson. No, they fake it. It's going to be Anderson. Fake me out on that one. It was a good fake, as they stuck it right in the belly of Wilson, and he took it out the last second. Anderson made a good read on it, went straight ahead and picked up first down yardage up to the Golden Lion 44. So good read, good decision there.
UAPB is in a hurry-up mode.
And now sometimes they'll hurry up there, then they'll look to the sideline and get the play called in. 9:28 and counting here in the fourth. Shotgun snap. Quarterback sprint right, and he's taken down for a sack back at the 40. Great play in the backfield there for Valley's Khalil Young, redshirt sophomore, 6'5", 240 out of New Orleans. The big defensive end comes up with a big play, loss of 4. Second out of 14.
Yeah, that hurts there. It's, you don't want to lose any yardage. You want to try to penetrate this football down the field, at least get into Tyler Strickland's field goal range, because a field goal will be huge at this point.
Well, being up 10, even taking some time off would help. And another flag or a timeout here. Let's see.
Another false start on the Golden Lions.
It's their 10th penalty of the game. To Valley, 7 penalties, so both teams have kept the officials busy with the penalties today.
We talked about Terrence Knight doing some outstanding blocking, but he got penalized there for the false start.
Now going to be second and almost 20 here.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben took a 4-yard loss on the sack.
Marvante King's been quiet today. He's been a big playmaker. Let's see if maybe they can get him involved with a play before this game's over. There's a draw play, a little bit of yardage to the 41, maybe the 42 for Brian Hanley. Bring up second down and long, or third and long rather. Third and about 13 here.
Again, one on the play, picks up third down and 13.
You know, another big third down play for the Golden Lions, because you like to keep the football and run off some more time with the clock, because this Valley offense seems like here in the second half they're clicking.
Fake the handoff to Wilson, going up top, over the middle, got a man wide open. It's Young at the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Willie Young to the house. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Golden Lions. And once again, it is Ben Anderson to Willie Young for a long touchdown strike. And that has become a broken record combination for the Golden Lions. And he beat his man on a little skinny post over the middle. Young caught it, track speed, see ya, house. My goodness, he's the home run hitter. Well, he got that big leg kick into it and jacked one out of the park. Another touchdown. My goodness, man, those guys connect time and time again on the deep ball. Wow, it's a huge bonus to have a guy like that, and Willie Young has been that man for the Golden Lions time and time again. And with 7:32 remaining in the fourth, it's Anderson to Young, touchdown, 24-7. Golden Lions lead by 17 with 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Sunflower Wilson, a recent graduate with a degree in fisheries biology. As I begin working on my master's, I am confident in the skills and lessons that UAPB has taught me through instructors like Dr. Hawkness.
Sunflower challenged herself with a rigorous course curriculum. Her efforts led to numerous presentations in front of scientific audiences at state and national venues. A National Science Foundation internship gave her the opportunity to go to Alaska and work with scientists examining crustacean physiology. UAPB prepares its students for opportunities like these every day.
UAPB prepared me.
Back inside of Golden Lions Stadium here. Just 7:32 remaining in this one. Well, the Golden Lions needed that knockout punch, and they may have just have gotten it. About a 50-yard strike there from Anderson to Young. And how about the day for Willie Young? Over 10 catches.
Yeah.
Pushing him close to 200 yards receiving and a touchdown. He had 3 catches for $145 and 2 scores last week. He's their big home run hitter on the deep ball, and he strikes again. Here's the kickoff taken by Crenshaw at the 2. 15-20, tries to get to the edge and forced out of bounds at about the 28. So Valley will take over with 7:23 remaining, but now they are in a 17-point deficit.
You know, Willie Young came in as a true freshman out of New Orleans. You know, played a lot in the 2012 season, and I think he made his mark in the SWAC championship game when he came up with that huge 95-yard touchdown reception from Ben Anderson. But you know, and last season he was one of those guys that was ineligible to play because of academic reasons, and he took the year off, but it really didn't help him because he actually improved his mental capacity of the game, and he understands the playbook much better. And Willie wants to be a lawyer one day.
Boy, he passed the bar, if you will, on that last touchdown. Okay. Right up the middle is quarterback Ivy, who will come to a little pop-up slide and pick up about 6 on the quarterback keeper.
You know, Peterson, the starting quarterback for Mississippi Valley, we don't see him on the sidelines, so obviously the injury was more serious than we perhaps thought when he walked off the field on his own power. Could be some concussion-type symptoms.
Looking left that time was Ivy, and incomplete, again intended for Daniels. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Valley at their own 33-yard line. 3rd down and 4 with 6:51 to play. UAPB leading 24-7. Going to throw it here on 3rd and 4. Ivy, a stiff arm over the middle, and he's got first down yardage to the 40 and picks up about 7.
Well, you know, Ivy came into the ball game, and you know, and really he was the starting quarterback for Mississippi Valley State for most of the season, and he's completed 46% of his passing yards. He's thrown for 8 touchdowns. He's a pretty big kid.
Again here, Ivy's got a man complete, and stacked up at midfield, but first down yardage for Valley. On the catch, that was Grant Sims, redshirt freshman out of Itapena. 6:20 to play. Hurry up. No huddle attack here for Valley.
Yeah, Valley's definitely in 4-down territory. And
looking left, Ivy all day to throw it here. Steps up in the pocket, gonna run it. And taken down at about the 37.
Wow, Tim.
As Kyle Walker on the stop.
For UAPB, Mark Lawson, the defensive end, were really late getting on the field.
Looking left. All day to throw it. Goes back right. And somehow Stafford's got it at the 30. 20-15. Nice cut. Tripped up at about the 7. Good. And a great catch in traffic and almost took it all the way for the touchdown. And Rucker saved a touchdown. Just tripped him up. But a first and goal here for Valley with 5.5 to go. They trail by 17.
Yeah, it was a good open field tackle by Rucker, because had it not been for that tackle, Jackson State would have had a touchdown on the scoreboard.
No huddle attack again. Ivy dumping it off to Crenshaw. Can't handle the pass, a little bit too far ahead. It was defended by Duncan. He falls incomplete, stops the clock at 5:15.
Willie Duncan on the coverage. Second down goal for the double.
Like I say, Ivy, he started most of the games for Jackson State, and I think lost his starting spot about 2 games ago, but he had a very good game against Jackson State in one of Valley State's big wins of the season.
Shotgun coming up here for Ivy. Second down and 10. Design quarterback keeper at the 5. Ivy's going to score. Touchdown. Flag is down. Could be a hold at about the 3 is.
Yeah, it's going to be on big number 77 for Mississippi Valley.
And that's going to negate a touchdown for Valley.
Trayvon Wallace. He really pulled down DeMarcus Berry. I'll tell you, those kind of penalties there, Tim, will just drive a coach bananas. Because,
sure.
You know, you with 5 minutes and 10 seconds and counting here in the fourth quarter, you know, if your football team is moving downfield, get into scoring position, you get into the end zone, and it's back out you on your 15-yard line because of a holding penalty.
$5:10 to play. Second down and goal here from the 15-yard line over the middle. Diving catch close to the goal line. They're going to say incomplete.
Yeah.
Incomplete. So to bring up third down and long, third and goal from about the 15. Tried to make a diving catch on his knees and wasn't able to hold on to it. So third and goal from the 15.
Ivy's a big quarterback, 6'4", 215 pounds.
.5:03 to play. Ivy in the shotgun, 4 receiver set. Crenshaw the lone back, low snap, Ivy. Over the middle, got a man at the goal line, dives for the end zone. He's got it. It's Stafford again. Touchdown, Valley on third and goal from the 15. And Stafford has had a really nice ball game for Valley today. And with 5, the clock never moved. It was 5:03 at the snap. I remember saying that. Well, they drop back and throw a touchdown pass, and it's still 5:03 on the clock. So no time ran off on the clock on a touchdown pass. That's not supposed to happen at home.
No, it's not.
Or anywhere, but especially at home, right?
That took at least 4 seconds, didn't it?
Here's the PAT for Valley. Kick is good, so TV side of things will step away with 5:03 to play, 24-14, UAPB by 10. The Golden Lions will receive the kickoff and a possible onside kick when we come back.
How did UAPB prepare me? The agriculture program. At the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, it is very hands-on. They teach us how to use the technology and the tools of today's industry. Career Services helped me obtain 2 internships, and that provided me the opportunities to travel to different places like the Florida Everglades, where I practice conservation work. Opportunities like that also taught me just how many different jobs I can do with my degree. I'll be working with the USDA as a soil conservationist. That is how UAPB prepared me.
Will you see, as we're back inside of Golden Lion Stadium, Carl, will you see an onside kick here, or still enough time where Valley may play it straight up?
Well, you got enough time, because Valley's defense, with the exception of that touchdown pass to Willie Young, Valley's defense has really pretty much held UAPB in check in the second half, and I think it's too much time to go to go with the onside kick to give. If you don't get it, you're going to give UAPB great field position. I think UAPB is expecting the onside kick because it has all of his hands people up front. You've got Hanley, LeGrone, Willie Young.
Well, it's a squib kick over the middle and picked up at the 20. Rowland bounces it outside, 25-30. Rowland scampers out of bounds close to the 40-yard line, so it works out good for UAPB with 4:55 to go.
It's got a flag on the field.
There's a flag back at the Valley 36, maybe offsides.
If so, I know UAPB would decline.
Is offsides on Valley. So the Golden Lions will actually get 10 yards added onto it.
Yeah.
And they'll take it at midfield here, right at the 50. Even if you don't score, just you can pick up a couple of first downs here, as Valley's got 2 timeouts left.
You'll get a heavy dose of Michael Wilson.
Yeah, 8 men in the box. They'll play action here, though. A little stutter step, throwing left, diving for it at the 40 was Young, incomplete. And Young had one-on-one coverage out on the outside, but at time Anderson just wasn't able to get it to him.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, it's we were expecting a heavy dose of the running game, and
he got one-on-one coverage and missed him. It wasn't deep enough. They like the deep ball. The 10-yard comebacker is not where they're at in sync.
Well, you want to eat some of that time off the clock.
4:50 to play. Stops the clock.
And Valley only has 1 timeout left.
Golden Lions leading 24-14. They'll hand it off here. Stretch play left. Wilson got a little running room. 45 down to about the 43. They're going to keep him inbounds
good hits
by progress, and picked up about 7, maybe 8 yards on the carry.
Good run by Michael Wilson.
So 3rd down and a couple long yards here. 4:25 and counting. This could be a big first down opportunity here if the Golden Lions can capitalize on it. I formation. Now they look over to the line of scrimmage before they snap it. Let that play clock run down a little bit longer. It's down to 3. They'll snap it at 2. Handoff. Wilson gets hit in the backfield, but then he bounces to the outside and picks up about 4 or 5 yards and out of bounds for the first down.
A good first down run by Michael Wilson. And you know, Wilson as a high school senior team, this young man, he rushed for over 1,500 yards and scored 24 touchdowns.
Heck of a career there for the Bulldogs of Earl, Arkansas. About 45 minutes, just shy of the Memphis area.
Yeah, Wilson is a songwriter.
Yeah, I heard he's a rapper.
Yeah, he loves recording rap songs. I've listened to some of them, Tim. He's pretty doggone good.
Okay. Hanley, or as Wilson again, gets the call. Short yardage, just about a yard off the left side. 3:23 and counting. Golden Lions continue to try to milk the clock here. UAPB leads by 10, 24-14. As we approach the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Golden Lions have led throughout the game, jumped out 17-0, and have never looked back. Valley has cut it as close to 10, but they've not been able to get any closer than 10.
Yeah, UAPB is about 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from putting together a little win streak, back-to-back wins.
High formation again this time. It's Wilson, right side, about 3 or 4 yards up to the 33. Bring up third down and about 5 here. Valley hanging on to those precious timeouts. We'll call it 3rd and 4. Now they move it back a bit, so 3rd and 5. 2:20 and counting.
You still want to stay with something conservative on the ground, I believe, and continue to milk that clock. It's about 12 seconds on the play clock, and
play action. They got a man wide open. Driving for the first down. It's going to be close to see where his knee was down. Trying to see who they dumped it off to there, the fullback.
It's Woodfork.
Yeah. Nicholas Woodfork, the fullback, is going to be a yard shy of the first.
Nicholas is a true freshman out of Dalloway. He was an all-state performer.
Quarterback sneaked this one. That's what I'm thinking right here with Ben Anderson. Let's see, 4th down and 1. They'll go for it with 1.5 minutes to go. Quarterback keeper left side, and it's going to be close to first down yardage. They may measure this. I don't know if that ball came out or not. Looked like Anderson kind of got popped up around the face area.
Anderson on the carry.
And it's just going to depend on the spot here. They may measure this with 1:24 remaining. And the Golden Lions may be a first down away from putting this game away. They'll come on and measure here, I believe.
It looks like
it's very close. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say he got it by.
I think he's a nose to the football.
Short?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he has it by a nose. But you got glasses on and I don't, so you may be right. Let's see. It is awfully, awfully close. You may be right. I see too many links in that chain there, Carl. Too many links. Oh, he got it. He didn't get it by almost the length of a football.
Yeah.
Too many links in the chain there, and the Golden Lions are going to turn it over on downs. But they did take some clock off, about 4 minutes off the clock.
I think the defensive guys wanted to be short because they, Cal Walker, that bunch, they want to go back there and
finish it off.
Yeah, lay some more leather out.
Well, it's just 1:24 remaining, and Valley has got 2 timeouts, but they trail by 10. 24-10 UAPB, 1:24 to go. Valley takes over at their own 28. Ivy looks right, throws right, and sails it over the intended receiver out of bounds into his own sideline. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock at 1:21.
As most fans begin to file out, and next week, Tim, be a huge crowd.
Homecoming.
Golden Lions Stadium.
Ivy again throws right, complete, then bobbled out of bounds, incomplete.
Wow,
So 3rd down and 10 coming up here as it was dropped by Grant Sims.
Yeah, that's two balls Grant has dropped today.
Stops the clock at 1:18. 3rd down and 10 from the Valley 28.
Yeah, Valley is still in 4-down territory, so.
Low snap. Ivy steps up in the pocket, going to run it this time. 30, 35. Ivy up to the 40. First down at the 41. The clock will stop for a moment. When they set the chains and the football, it will continue to go. With 1:05 and counting. Low snap again. Ivy looks left, now right, going to throw it, and short-armed it. Incomplete. Clock stops at 54 seconds. UAPB leading 24-14.
Well, Valley has the injury. He just fell down, Tim, the big right tackle for left tackle for Mississippi Valley State, Trevon Wallace, 6'6", 315 pounds. I talked about him throughout the game, but he was getting ready to get into the stands, and he just fell down. So he's going to have to come out of the ball game for one play. He's trying to plead with the referee to stay in.
So Ivy is going to take this shotgun snap here at the 41, their own 41. Second down and 10. Looks left, now back right, going to throw short, and a good open field tackle for a gain of about 5 or 6. And trying to see who that was. Was that Turner?
I believe it was Turner over there. And those numbers on those jerseys that UAPB is wearing. Oh, wow. Valley calls a timeout.
And timeout is going to be a third down and about 5 coming up for Valley after the timeout. 35 seconds remaining. UAPB leading Mississippi Valley State 24-14. And the Golden Lions appear to be headed for back-to-back wins this season. And finding their stride heading into homecoming next weekend.
Yeah, homecoming is always an exciting time for UAPB, and one of the activities that's going to take place during homecoming is the grand opening of a new STEM academy. And talking about STEM, it's one of the fastest growing programs at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff is the STEM Academy, which is a research and educational program funded by the National Science Foundation. STEM is designed to help increase the number of minority students majoring in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields. For more information about the STEM Academy, talk to Ms. Taylor over at 870-575-7112.
Third down and 4 here. Ivy steps up in the pocket, gets hit as he throws it. It is complete at the Golden Lion 35 for a first down. He connects with Joshua Rice, tight end out of Greenville, Mississippi. Clock runs at 25 seconds and counting here. And another false start coming up here on Valley. Boy, they have had a bunch of those today.
Well, Ivy is asking for the football, but the center is
a little delayed in snapping it, and the offensive line already starts.
The foul calls the clock to stop. That will be a 10-second run.
Have a 10-second runoff. That will help UAPB.
Yeah.
I don't know if our 10.7.
We'll put the
9
clock down, 9 seconds.
Oh, we got 90. We don't want to do that.
We'll just let 90 and run down.
Let it roll down
to 80.
Just let it. We'll keep it going.
Now it's 9 minutes.
Now it's 9 minutes. We don't want to redo that. Valley will be back in the game, down 10 with 9 minutes to go. So they just. It's always something, Carl.
Well, just leave it on 90 seconds and run it down to 80 seconds.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. There they go. They got it at 9 seconds. And maybe one play left here. We'll see. Valley does have a timeout left, I believe. Over the middle, it is bobbled and incomplete with 3 seconds left at the 10. So they'll have one snap left, and the Golden Lions are going to win this game.
I know UAPB would love to keep the score at 24-14. You don't want Valley to get into the end zone and make it a 24-21 game. So
no. One play left. Valley will snap it from the Golden Lion 40. UAPB leading by 10 on the final play of the game here.
You would think a safety we dropped all the way back to the goal line.
Ivy steps up in the pocket, and he's going to throw up a Hail Mary.
Out of the end zone.
Yeah, and he threw it way out of bounds, about 5 yards deep. out of the back of the end zone, and the Golden Lions have won the game 24-14. UAPB wins it. They led 17-0 in the second quarter, never looked back, and led from start to finish as the Golden Lions have won 2 in a row and heading into homecoming next weekend against Prairie View A&M. And the Golden Lions are starting to turn it around a bit here as we get to the second half of the season, but a lot of positives for UAPB the last couple of weeks, and it all started with that come-from-behind win a week ago at Texas Southern in Houston, and they come back and played a really nice game on both sides of the football here today and win by 10.
Well, they really have, and like I said earlier in the broadcast team, that Coach Anthony Jones, the offensive coordinator for UAPB in his first season, came in January, and he's installed a new offense. And Golden Lions for the last 3-4 seasons, they've been in pretty much of a spread offense. But it has taken this UAPB football team about half of the season for this offense to click, and they're one of the hottest teams offensively in this conference.
Well, for our UAPB TV crew and Sierra and Finley back in the studio, special thanks to all of our help here making this happen for you here today. And for Carl Wimper, I'm Tim Stubbs. 24-14. It was good to get back in our home facility here in Pine Bluff and get another winner for UAPB, 2 in a row as we head to homecoming next Saturday. So long and good evening from Golden Lions Stadium. Go Lions.